This is the reservation, home of the Port Neches-Groves Indians. Tonight, Port Neches-Groves closes out its regular season against the Vidor Pirates. Hello, everybody. For Sheffield Productions, I'm Charlie Gellin, alongside Bob West, the sports editor emeritus of the Port Arthur News. I just promoted you.
Thank you.
Bob, this is an interesting game. The last game of the season, everything except the playoff pairings has been decided. So what are Vidor and Port Neches-Groves focusing on tonight?
Well, it's certainly two different approaches. Vidor, of course, a very young team. They start 10 sophomores on offense, sometimes 11. They're just playing for next year, really. They're going to just try to come out and compete. This is a total mismatch if you look at the numbers. You look at how many points P&G scored, how many Vidor scored, P&G's 1 or 2 in the district and everything. Vidor's last or next to last and everything. Of course, Vidor runs the old wing tee offense. Hardly ever puts the ball in the air. P&G, the exact opposite. They put it in the air a lot, and they do it with a lot of success because they have a terrific quarterback in Adam Morris. I think for the P&G, some of the P&G kids tonight, they're trying to get ready for the playoffs next week. And Adam Morris and Caleb Sparks are chasing some records. They're moving up in pretty impressive fashion on some passing and receiving numbers that we'll be talking about during the game tonight.
Yeah, when you took a look at those numbers there as the stats went by, and you're looking at wing tee versus spread offense, and it's shall we say modern Texas football against the way it was played back in the 50s.
Yeah, that's Vidor's definitely a throwback offense. If you saw the numbers, I think their starting quarterback has thrown for 267 yards for the season.
Yeah.
That's a good half for Adam Morris.
Yeah, that's right. He definitely showed it earlier this year. Vidor has got to slow down that aerial assault and use that tailback-oriented offense to try and control the ball. But Port Neches-Groves, they've had a rough couple of weeks.
Well, they are so close. They're sitting there 6-3. They very easily could be 9-0. They lost in double overtime, I guess, at West Orange. They lost in double overtime against Central last week, and their game with Nederland went right down to the final play. So they're that close. On the other hand, when you get in a lot of close games and win them, then some folks start hitting you with that tag. Well, you're pretty good, but you just can't win the big game. So the Indians have something to prove, not just tonight. I don't think they can prove a lot tonight because of who they're playing, but they do have something to prove as they move on into the playoffs.
So for the Pirates, this is the first game of the 2015 season. For the Indians, they're tuning up for the playoffs. We'll be back with the kickoff in just a moment.
Lamar State College, Port Arthur, or another university? Let's see. Lamar Port Arthur courses transfer anywhere in Texas or the country for that matter. Coursework is the same as anywhere else, and great savings each semester. And it's close to my home and my job. So why am I still thinking about this? I choose Lamar State College, Port Arthur.
Lamar State College, Port Arthur. Change your future. Start here today.
Hi.
Hey, I heard y'all were making flipping loans?
That's right. 5 Points Awesome Loans have everybody flipping out.
I'm ready for my loan now. Watch this.
Wow. I haven't even told you we'll pay off 1% of your loan balance.
Get a new loan or flip an existing loan to 5 Point, and we'll pay off 1% of your new loan balance. 5 Point Credit Union. Money for loans right here at home.
Woohoo! I'm so flippin' happy. Watch this.
No, not necessary. Yeah.
Have you been thinking about diversifying with gold but don't know how? Hi, I'm Mike Fulgens, president of Universal Coin and Bullion. As an award-winning nationwide dealer, we help clients get the answers they need to discover the beauty, security, and strength of gold in their portfolio.
Call us today at 866-UCB-GUIDE to receive our award-winning Gold Guide free. That's 866-822-4843.
My friends and family recommended that I come to JK. Our salesperson greeted us. My friends and family recommended that I come to JK. Our salesperson greeted us when we got to JK Chevrolet, and she was very knowledgeable about the Chevy Cruze that we picked out. When shopping for vehicles at other dealerships, I felt pressure to buy immediately. But when I came to JK, there was no pressure. I was able to buy a vehicle, and all my questions were answered. I will buy my next car at JK.
Our customers say it all. Come see how we can make a difference for you and your family at JK Chevrolet at the airport.
I discovered Lamar University.
Close to home.
A place of my own.
With all the amenities.
Opportunities.
Engineering.
World-class science.
Professors who know my name.
That's what you get with a doctoral research university.
Hands-on research. Or study abroad.
And it starts right here. Lamar University. Visit us online at beacardinal.com.
Heart attacks affect men and women equally, and when they strike, denial can be a killer. If you're experiencing pressure, tightness, or an aching sensation in your chest or arms, then you may be having a heart attack. If so, time is of the essence. Do not attempt to drive yourself to the hospital. Call 911 for a professional EMS. They'll get you stabilized and make sure the hospital is waiting when you arrive. This tip is brought to you by the Medical Center of Southeast Texas, your accredited chest pain center.
I'm registered for college.
Me too, and for the same classes, and I'm saving $2,000 a semester at Lamar Port Arthur. Then I graduate and transfer if I want.
Really? You can do that?
You bet. What are you paying for your education?
Quality instruction, great savings, and courses transfer. It's the Texas Common Course Law. Don't wait any longer to begin your education while saving.
I chose Lamar State College Port Arthur.
Cars are as unique as the people who purchase them. And when picking one, every detail counts, right down to the stitching on the seats. So why should picking a car loan be any different? Whether it's a low rate or a low payment you're looking for, at Do Good we customize loans to fit your needs. And we'll make sure your lending experience is everything you want it to be. Easy, convenient, and hassle-free. At Do Good, you'll love your car loan as much as you love your car.
Great hunt today, Dad.
Thanks, son.
For more than 15 years, I've helped clients nationwide make solid decisions about investing in gold so they can enjoy what's most important.
Discover the best options for you and your family by calling 866-UCB-GUIDE to receive our award-winning Gold Guide free. 866-UCB-GUIDE, 866-822-4843.
Now is the time to learn about gold, so you have time to enjoy what's most important.
The last two cars my beautiful girlfriend and I have purchased have been here at JK Chevrolet within the last year. When we first came to JK Chevrolet, our salesperson made us feel at home, feel comfortable, we weren't pressured, and very relaxed. They actually made our car buying experiences here fun. If we need another Chevrolet, it will be bought at JK Chevrolet.
Our customers say it all. Come see how we can make a difference for you and your family at JK Chevrolet at the airport.
I discovered Lamar University.
I looked at all types of schools.
Big ones, small ones,
Ivy League and private.
Then I found Lamar.
Bistro-style dining. Private bedrooms.
Close to home. 15 NCAA Division I sports.
World-class professors.
Who actually know my name.
Undergraduate, master's,
and doctoral degrees.
Lamar University. Visit us online at beacardinal.com.
When you think you may be having a stroke, remember to act fast. If you experience facial droop, if your arms are weak and your speech is off, then time is of the essence. A lack of blood flow to the brain can cause loss of functions that may never be recovered. Don't let it get that far. Call 911 immediately. A professional EMS will get you stabilized and make sure the hospital is waiting when you arrive. This tip is brought to you by the Medical Center of Southeast Texas, your certified primary stroke center.
You know, diversification is important and means more than owning different stocks. Hi, I'm Mike Fulgens, president of Universal Coin and Bullion. I've been helping clients nationwide for 15 years diversify with gold. And I want to send you a free copy of our award-winning gold guide to help you choose the best gold options for you.
Get the answers you need about gold. Call us today at 866-UCB-GUIDE. That's 866-822-4843.
I've been coming to JK Chevrolet since 2001 and have purchased over 30 vehicles The salespeople at JK have been very personable. They're very helpful with no pressure. I've been to other dealerships and have purchased a vehicle in the past, and I felt like they were in a hurry to close the deal. When I came to JK, I felt like they were more interested in my needs and making me happy with the deal. When I buy my next vehicle, whether it's for personal or business use, I will come back to JK Chevrolet.
Our customers say it all. Come see how we can make a difference for you and your family at JK Chevrolet at the airport.
All the ambience around here. I mean, this is the last game. This is the last game of the reservation of the entire season. We might have a few playoff games here. It is a beautiful, beautiful night. We've been lucky with the weather we've had all season long here on the Port Arthur News Friday Night Experience. Wherever we've gone, it's been good.
We've been lucky. Remember, we were here to start the season, and that was the worst weather of the year. It rained almost up until kickoff. Was it Clear Lake was the opponent here that night.
That's right.
And but we saw rain. That was the night we saw a rainbow just before kickoff. So, yeah, it has gone well, and it's going to end well. And, of course, we can get into this sometime during the game, too. This is an end of an era of sorts for us, and we'll be talking about that a little bit. It's going to be. I think tonight's going to be really interesting. If Vidor is not able to make first downs, keep the chains moving and keep the ball, the game could really get out of control fast. If they can make first downs and keep P&G's offense off the field, then we might have a game that'll be pretty good for a while. I just don't see any way that a team that's starting 10 or 11 sophomores like Vidor can hang with a veteran team and an explosive team like P&G is.
Yeah, but I tell you that sophomore running back that they have, Hayden Leckett, we've been watching him since junior league football with Sheffield Productions. He ran ragged in Southeast Texas Junior Football League, and here he is as a senior going into the last game. He's the number 2 rusher in the district behind Stephen Adams at Goose Creek Memorial. 1,121 yards as a sophomore is saying a lot in this 22-5A district.
Okay, he is a sophomore because you said earlier that he was a senior, and I thought he is a sophomore. That's pretty impressive. And, and you got to think now, hey, these guys a year from now, and certainly 2 years from now, will be very efficient at running this, this kind of, you can almost call it a Stone Age offense compared to what they're doing at all levels of football now, and especially the way they throw it around in the high schools and the way this team in purple throws it around. I mean, Brandon Faircloth has the new age offense, and they run it well.
Yeah, Dakota DeWitt, the starting quarterback for Vidor, is a junior. And so next year is what Jeff Matthews is looking at.
Maybe next year Jeff will be able to get the players' weights in the program.
Yeah, heights and weights kind of hard to see here. Of course, all of them are over there on their end of the show. They came out to make sure they came out to the numbers. They can't go any further than that. But we're about ready to have kickoff here. Port Neches-Groves Indians are looking forward to the playoffs. They have already qualified coming into this game. So win, lose, or draw, they're in the playoffs. But, like you say, tonight's a night perhaps for Adam Morris to get closer to some of those really lofty numbers set back in 1999.
Well, he's chasing the two guys up top. One of them went to Oregon. One of them went to Texas A&M. So that's two pretty high-quality quarterbacks that he's trying to track down. And he's got another year, so you have to think that this time next year Adam Morris is going to hold most of the P&G passing records.
The Indians will be accepting the kick on the right-hand side of your screen. They are wearing their purple and white, and Vidor will be kicking off from the left-hand side, wearing black numbers on a gray background. Gabe's already talked about how his eyes are going to go bad on games like this.
But these numbers are nowhere as difficult as the old Ozan jerseys used to be. They used to be a nightmare.
You can see there, at least there's a gold outline around the black numbers, so we've got a fighting chance with these.
Yeah, Gabe's got no excuses for getting it wrong. I mean, the numbers are clear enough. So
yeah, we can see it very clear. Of course, now all of the stats are going to be in question now because he's going to get his revenge on us through the numbers game. Deep for the Indians, number 3, Avery Murdoch. He's a starting free safety, and he likes to return the kicks. He's going to go over to the 22-yard line, taken there by number 24. Jordan Hargrave gets it out to the 30-yard line, and that will be where Port Neches-Groves puts it into play, 1st and 10.
P&G coming off a really tough loss last week over in Beaumont to Central in double overtime, 29-21. That game, of course, at P&G won with Nederland getting upset. Then the Indians could have been co-champions in District 22-5A. Now they will have to settle for 3rd place. But it starts all over next week, and it is truly a new season. And I think this team can go deep in the playoffs.
Junior Adam Morris throws it out to senior Caleb Sparks, number 10, pushed out of bounds after a 3-yard gain, a quick little sideline pass on the first play.
And that's very close to a backward pass. If we get a replay on that and see where the line of scrimmage is and see where he, okay, let's watch the throw now because this is really close to, see, he threw, no, it's forward. It's just forward, yeah.
Brant Halfin gets the fake, and Sparks, same play on the other side. This time Sparks hits the crease, getting into Pirate territory, tackled at the 49.
And I think Sparks is the best receiver that we've seen this year. I know we did the kid, I guess, from Clear Lake that's going to A&M. But for a guy that's productive, that's a breakaway threat, and I know they kind of shut him down over at Central last week, but Caleb Sparks is an outstanding high school receiver.
Now Brant Halfin takes it off of right tackle. He plows forward for about 3 yards. That's the type of offense that Vidor would love to see instead of this hitting the corners too quick.
Well, I don't think they're going to get to see as much of that as they would like. Vidor kids, you look at these kids up front, they're not real big, are they? They're just
nope.
Not a lot. Maybe that's why he didn't put the weights in.
They've got it loaded up, but Morse goes deep. Great catch made there on the sideline by Sparks. Is he going to get in?
He's gone. That didn't take long.
Morse to Sparks, 46 yards, touchdown. P&G breaks on top, and watch Sparks tiptoe this sideline. They're watching it.
So that took 1 minute and 7 seconds for P&G to get up top 7-0, and both Adam Morse and Caleb Sparks climb further up the record books here. And of course, Sparks is already the single season leader for receiving touchdowns, and he just expanded that lead. That was his 14th touchdown reception of the season.
Brant Dykes kicks the point after, a very high kick, very accurate. He's been good all year long, making it 7-0. So P&G takes the opening drive, starting out at their own 31-yard line. 69 yards, but a big hit there from Morse to Sparks. They worked him from side to side, and finally he got deep behind everybody else. Outran the Pirate secondary into the end zone.
You know, I really think, Charlie, of the teams out of this district going into the playoffs, and of course, who you match up with has a lot to do. You know, how you fall in the bracket has a lot to do with playoff success. But I think there's a strong possibility that Port Neches-Groves could be the last team standing out of District 22-5A when all is said and done. I think they've got all the components: explosive offense, pretty good defense, excellent quarterbacking, can run the ball. I think they're a team that can do well in the playoffs.
Well, the Vidor Pirates have had a very varied travel to get here. They started out the season in Pensacola, Florida, playing Emmett Smith's old high school, Escambia. They lost on the field, but ended up winning 1-0 on a forfeit because Escambia used some wrong play. Look at this kickoff return. Fantastic run back there by Brett Hall.
Just right up the middle.
That's a starting left cornerback who made that play. Nice kick here from Dykes, and Hall takes it his own 20-yard line.
Just straight up the field, and this is one of those deals where he'd been playing touch football. He would have gotten exactly as far as if he was playing tackle football. You know, where everybody was, but they weren't there.
So Vidor starts off at their own 48-yard line, and there's the wing tee. And that is Halen Leckelt, L-E-C-K-E-L-T. And again, he's a sophomore. He's lined up officially as a Z-back, which is one of the halfbacks in the wing tee.
And he came up limping after that play, about 3 yards. And again, Vidor has got to make first downs. They're not going to throw the ball. And if they wind up punting, more than about 3 times tonight, they're in a world of hurt. Well, that's going to set them back right there. And again, when you run this kind of offense, 5-yard penalties are killers because you rely on 3, 4, 5, 6-yard gains on running plays.
Yeah, that's not the way you want to get it done. And of course, that's why in the old days you'd see scores of 12-6 and 18-8 because nobody kicked back in those days.
Okay, let's get our camera guys, if we can, focus on P&G's defense when they line up and see how many people are in the box. I'm figuring going to be 8 in there every time and 9 most of the time.
And that's 9 right there.
Yep.
They're looking for him. Quarterback keeps the ball, goes across the 45 of Port Neches-Groves, tackled just short of the first down. So ends up getting 10 yards there. Nice little run by Dakota DeWitt.
And this offense is predicated on fooling the defense. And see, he makes a nice fake, keeps the ball. They tackle the fullback. He gets outside, nifty play. Vidor has run this offense so much all the way from the 7th grade up. These kids have. They're very proficient at what they do.
Hand off to the fullback. He gets across the 40, and that's all he wants to do. Blake Rowe takes the ball in for a Vidor first down. And the whole thing about the wing tee, if they run it properly, you don't know who's got the ball. You got to tackle all 4 of them.
You got to have somebody assigned to all the backs.
Faked out the camera guy there.
And he does what you've got to do as a quarterback in this offense. You've got to carry out all the fakes. You can't just stop when you hand the ball off. You got to continue to fake.
He keeps it. Flag on the play, illegal procedure being called against Vidor, so they're going to face first down and 15.
So again, not what they want. 1st and 10 is the right distance for them. 1st and 15, not good, although they did overcome it on their first series.
Yeah, that fine keeper there by Dakota DeWitt getting 10 yards. That's a good way to make it up. But this is a rushing offense that, they're very good at what they do, but they do not pass much at all.
And Charlie, you've got to think, as run conscious as teams are against them, that they should play fake and go deep 4 or 5 times a game anyway.
From the rip formation, handoff to the fullback. He gets 8 yards.
Straight ahead, their line surge is really knocked P&G back that time. Looked like they went on a quick count, came off the ball, and well-run play.
Jaron Carante, number 25, carrying that ball, and that's one of Montana's either younger siblings or a cousin. There are a lot of Carantes over in the Vidor area. Quarterback's got it. Tries to get past the linebacker. He dove close to the 30. Let's see where they mark it.
Pretty close and interesting, Charlie. You didn't commit. The radio announcer in the next booth did, and I heard him say hand off to the fullback. And
I will do that
tonight.
That
was at one time it looked like a handoff to the fullback, but he pulled it back out.
And if he's running the read option properly, just like you see up in the pros, I mean, he sticks the ball into the belly. First down, they're good. I love the sideline cameras, guys. Look at that. Half a ball. That ball's kind of fat, too, isn't it?
Where's our yellow line?
They took the telestrator away from me. Yeah, but he put the ball into the
nice job. Nice stiff arm there on the corner.
And the junior DeWitt lowers his shoulder to get that first down.
Well, this is Vidor football right here. They've done it for 2 first downs and overcome a 5-yard penalty in each series of downs.
Now we've got a referee timeout there. I think they're checking the chain over there is what they're looking at. Now the head referee's going over to talk to Jeff Matthews, I believe. Was it a 9.99 yard chain or something like that? Or
well, I don't know what Jeff could be unhappy about. He got the first down, didn't he?
Yep. He's ready to go duck hunting.
Yes,
look at that hat there.
It looked like he came in from the blind.
Of course, with Jeff, it's probably deer. Probably deer hunting. But Jeff Matthews, a longtime coach here at 22-5A, very well respected. Always positive. You see him at the under division games, middle school. He'll show up at junior league football games if he's got some Vidor kids playing. A great community supporter down there. And now head linesman is coming over to talk to the P&G bench. So whatever it was, here's okay. I think perhaps the play clocks are messed up. That's why he pointed to the end zones.
Okay. It's running now, whatever.
Okay, Vidor in their double wing cross action. They give it to the halfback. He has to dive forward to get 3 yards. And that's Halen Leckelk again, number 3. Keep your eye on him whenever. And cross action in the backfield, and the quarterback just turns around. He stands there, and everybody's flying past him, and he gives the ball to one of them. Great replay there, guys.
Quarterback is very cool making his fakes. Logan Lejeune and Trey Rembert up defensively for P&G. Again, you wonder, P&G has so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, how you can possibly be, but you can't block them all, but you can fake them.
Fakes it to the quarterback, gets into the secondary. Great play here by Dakota DeWitt.
We got a little extracurricular activity that could have led to an unsportsmanlike. Watch at the end of this play now. The quarterback's a little feisty here.
He puts down his shoulder.
Now, if we stick with it, watch at the end of the play.
Okay. First down for Vidor. They are at the Port Neches-Groves Indian 14-yard line. Almost into soccer range there with the yellow lines. No motion this time. They have the cross, give it to the left halfback, and he gains only a couple of yards. That play, if it ever breaks free, will work, but so far, with 9 people in the box, it's hard to get any angles going on the line. That's just man-to-man right there. Second down and a short 8 to go for Vidor.
Well, their best play has been the quarterback keeping the ball to his left side. Let's see if they come back with that.
Crossing action, hands it off to the halfback. He gets inside the 8-yard line. It'll be third down and 4 to go.
So there's 2 good things about this for Vidor. Number 1, they're down threatening to score, and number 2, they're not having to defend Adam Morris because they've got the ball and he doesn't, and that's exactly what they want to do.
Nine in the box. That cornerback's ready to come in. They give it to the fullback. He bounces outside, gets inside the 5-yard line. It's going to be fourth down and about less than a yard to go.
Charlie, I think if you look again, I believe the quarterback has the ball here.
I messed it up again. Okay, there's the fullback. You're
right.
Took
it back away.
He sure did.
Took it out of his stomach.
See, I was with the camera guy.
So 4th and 1, and they're doing what they ought to do. They're going for it because you can't beat P&G kicking field goals. You've got to match touchdowns. What will they do in short yardage? Going to run a quick play. Well, took some time. Quarterback keeps. He's going to score.
Did he cross? Touchdown. I see a guy on the side with his hands up. I'm not going to try and call it anymore. Dakota DeWitt. with the touchdown from 4.5 yards out.
Tell you what, they really run this thing well now, and I like the quarterback. He will have to get my stat man Gabe to give me not only the drive and the plays, but how many carries for DeWitt. 11 plays, 52 yards. And DeWitt, the quarterback, had, and the kick is good as we see. Quarterback had 5 carries for 40 of those yards. So it was all set up by the nice kickoff return. And Vidor just took it right through PNG's defense, tied the game at 7-7. And whereas it took PNG, here's another look at the extra point, whereas it took PNG a minute and 7 seconds to get theirs on the board, Vidor kept the ball for 6 minutes and 21 seconds, and they need time of possession. That'll be one of the big stats for them if they stay in the game.
You can see that pile just moving forward, all the linemen pushing as well. They wanted to make sure they get the first down, and let's go ahead and take a TD while we're there. Brett Hall, great kickoff return for Vidor, set them up at their own 48-yard line, and then the Pirates ran their offense, executed it very well, especially that quarterback follow play. In the 60s, we called that the belly play because you put it into the belly and then pull it out and you follow through. And against any type of defense, that's tough to do because that lead back then just becomes a blocking back. And all you need is a crease for Dakota DeWitt. Jason Carante ready to kick off again. Angling it over to the sideline. It's going to go out of bounds at the 25-yard line, and there come the flags. You got to give the offense a chance to return it, or bad things happen for the kicker. Option goes with Port Neches-Groves as far as where they want to put it. Do they want to re-kick it with a 5-yard penalty? And that looks like what they have done. They're going to mark it back to the 35-yard line.
And I think that's the right choice. I think if I'm PNG, I want to try to return the kickoff. I think PNG probably has an advantage in speed.
So Carante will set it up now at his own 35-yard line. Almost all the way on the left hash. It's almost like he's trying to play a 9-iron shot from there. Drop it down short of where Avery Murdoch is setting up in the deep third. Murdoch's at the 20-yard line, though. He's moved up an extra 5 yards. He was on the 10. He's cut that down some. And Carante this time kicks it over to the angle. I tell you what, I got to get his number there. 26, Cole Gerard is the one who ends up getting the ball. And Gerard does a great job of following his blockers and cutting it back. So starting off at their own 46-yard line are the Port Neches-Groves Indians. That's a good return, but definitely made up that 5-yard penalty.
Well, Vidor would have been better off not having that 5-yard penalty. But so the second straight possession, one for Vidor, one for PNG. The other team starts near midfield.
Blake Lane set up as a spy back in front of Adam Borsey, hands it off to Halfin. And Brant Halfin, the senior running back, takes it forward for 6 yards. Halfin setting up a pretty good year himself in stats. He's the number 5 rusher in the district coming into this game with 1,058 yards. And there, a quick count, they get the first down on the play. Again, Halfin taking it forward. And he was the missing man in the Needland game.
Well, he was in the first half for sure. He's had 2 really good years here. He's one of the 2 kids that moved in here from Hampshire. I guess he lived in Hampshire. He played there. They were going to play at Hampshire for that, and they wound up at Port Neches-Groves, and that was really a good lick for the Indians.
Moore's got him and jumped.
Got a free play here.
Going deep. And flag is thrown here. The defender was inside the offender. They both were looking back at the ball. See what the referees call.
Well, it's obviously going to be, I think, a pass interference penalty in addition to an offsides penalty. They'll take the pass interference.
Against the offense, yeah. Offside
so
against
offsetting
the defense.
Penalties, they'll have to do it again.
Well, it was a free shot, though. I mean, that's the advantage of letting them continue to play.
Nothing to lose.
The defender had very good position on the inside of the receiver. You can watch it down there. They're both looking back, and that's.
You've been watching Des Bryant push off too much, Charlie.
Well, Case and Sullivan was going to make sure if I can't catch it, you're not going to either. So repeat first down.
Reverse.
Gave it to the wingback this time. Hall coming around. He took it trying to get over there.
Well defended by Bryce Hayes from Vidor, number 48. Nothing doing for P&G. That's going to give them second, almost 10. Got to think they're going back upstairs with Morse now.
Twins to the right. Halfback over there as well, or wingback, I should say. Halfin set up at the pistol behind Morse. Hand off to Halfin. Big hole going across the 30, 25. He may score. He does. Great blocking downfield by Keenell McZeal. He got 2 of the secondary guys.
39 yards for Brand Halfin. So again, it does not take P&G long to score. Look at the hole.
And watch McZeal, number 11 here at the bottom. He's going to get a piece of that one and keep going downfield. He's going to come peel back and get that other
another one. That's pretty good stuff from a wide receiver. You get 2 guys for the price of 1.
McZeal is a sophomore himself, so he's going to be seeing a lot of Vidor here. Here's a great shot from the ground level. You can see McZeal peel back just to make sure nobody touches his tailback. 13-7. Kick coming now from Brant Dykes. That almost makes it to the track on the backside. 2:54 left in the first quarter. Indians 14, Pirates 7.
So Halfin came in tonight 8th on P&G's career rushing list, and I would think by now he's got more than 52 yards, doesn't he, Gabe? So that would put him past Caleb Harmon into 7th place on the Indians' all-time rushing list.
So far, it's been a very, very clean game. Whoever has the ball takes it down to score the touchdown. Who's going to blink first? The Pirates are getting ready for next year. The Indians preparing for the playoffs. They still don't yet know who they're going to play. Of course, when you look at the adjoining district, they know who they would rather. There's some pretty high-powered offenses over there in 21-5A.
Yeah, I think P&G's going to fall on the right side of the bracket, though, although we still don't know. But we know they won't have to deal with C.E. King because they're in Division I, and that's the school you really want to avoid. Could wind up playing Dayton, could wind up playing Crosby, or Barbers Hill or not Kingwood Park.
Fair catch taken at the 34-yard line, called there by Bradley Corman, the starting outside linebacker for the Pirates, and taking full advantage of the fact that you can fair catch a kickoff. If it's up in the air, you don't have to worry about pooch kicks or a pooch onside kick or something like that. We've seen that work today.
We also, last time we were here in this stadium, saw an Ozan kid take one on the fly.
Yeah, did they ever explain that one?
The ruling was that the P&G kid signaled for a fair catch. I never saw it, but I talked to some people that did.
Okay.
And that's why there was a penalty.
Okay. Pitch over to Lechelk, and this time they shut down by the Indians. He gets only 3 yards.
Ben Ramirez up off the bottom for the Indians, so we'll see if P&G made some adjustments to the way they're trying to defend this wing T offense.
That's just hard. That's hard-nosed football right there. I tell you, it's fun to watch. It's tough to play against. This time the fullback gets the ball. He gets stuffed right at the line of scrimmage.
It's Trey Rembert up there to get the initial hit, and this is what Vidor doesn't want. They're 3rd and 10 now, so the down and distance work against them. They don't like to throw the ball. They don't throw it enough to throw it well, but they're going to have to now. Well, they don't have to, but
Jason.
It's either that or the quarterback on the keeper, which was the one play that worked so well for them. But if they throw, it's going to be from the same formation.
Ball's up in the air. DeWitt's able to hold on to it, but that messed up the timing.
That's a different quarterback, isn't it? That didn't look like number 1 to me. It's number 23.
Wow.
So
Maverick Carante is in there. Okay.
The kid that won all the honors a couple years ago. And I'm wondering if the other kid's hurt because Dakota DeWitt, because he was so efficient. Now Vidor got to punt the ball back to PNG.
Good snap. Punt's a little bit wobbly. He's going to hit at the 32 and take a Vidor bounce. It's going to roll all the way inside the 20. Finally going to be downed at the 17-yard line. A great roll there for Vidor. And there's Dakota DeWitt. He's downing the ball.
Something you don't see much is a quarterback playing on the punt coverage team.
So Port Neches-Groves starts off from their own 17-yard line with 44 seconds left in the first quarter, ahead 14-7. Adam Morse, number 17. Brant Halfin, the tailback, number 27. Two receivers wide to the left. They hand off to Halfin. He works up the middle, gets to the 21-yard line, 4 yards on first down.
So Brant Halfin getting the ball more early tonight than he's been getting it in past games. He usually picks his carries up as the game wears on. 5 for 59 yards already for Brant Halfin.
Morse drops back. Great pass here. It's good for a first down. Caught by Sullivan. Ball pops loose as he's being tackled. Vidor gets the fumble. Wow. Good deep slant. Got the first down to the 37-yard line. But let's watch the replay here. Sullivan lost the ball going down. That's a great pass. The defender comes in. Sullivan loses it.
He did lose it. It
wow.
wasn't one of those ground causes the fumble deals either.
First down and 10 for Vidor. They had to punt, but they end up getting the ball back on the PNG 37. That is T formation right there. As Lechelt, number 3, ends up with the pitch, runs around the sweep end, and let's see where the referees mark it. He's out at the 14-yard line.
That's really the first pure sweep they've run. They got PNG, slanting down, got outside of them, big gain.
Watch this. This is just a great little run. Quick pitch out there to the tailback, and he's got a full head of steam.
Yep.
Back to live action now. Good play there by the linebacker. Rembert comes up, number 48, to make the stop on that. Lechelt isn't able to get any yardage at all. It'll be second down.
And that's the first quarter, and a quick first quarter, which you usually get when you're involved with Vidor and they're able to run the ball a little bit to keep the clock moving.
For the 20th season of the Port Arthur News Friday Night Experience, we can thank our many sponsors. We acknowledge IBEW Local 479, Holy Cross Lutheran Church, Kieschnick Industries, Bubba's Air Conditioning, Donnie Broussard and Pizza Inn, Ritter Lumber, Museum of the Gulf Coast, DuPont Goodrich Federal Credit Union, Roberts Giblin, Mike Fulgens at Universal Coin and Bullion, Lamar University Beaumont, Market Basket, 5 Points Credit Union, Motiva Enterprises, the Medical Center of Southeast Texas, and Lamar State College of Port Arthur. We could not have done it without you. It's been 20 great years. The Port Arthur News Friday night experience.
And some of those folks, a few of them like Lamar State College, Port Arthur, and the Museum of the Gulf Coast, were in on the ground floor when we started this 20 years ago. They're still here. They've been with us the whole time. And we appreciate everybody's support. Some of the advertisers we have now, I'm not even sure they were in business when we started this thing. It's been that long. It's been a great run, and it's hard to believe that we've gone through 20 years on the Port Arthur News Friday night experience. We've had so many memorable games. We've watched so many great high school football players, a lot of whom have gone on and played in the NFL or are still playing in the NFL.
DeWitt rolls out, looks to throw. Oh, through the hands of two receivers. It looked like the short one touched it before Zachary Hester had it bounce off of his palms.
Looked like it tipped off the hand of one receiver and went into the arms of another one.
DeWitt puts it right where he needs to. Oh,
defender
got
yeah.
up there. That was Logan Lejeune coming up from his strong safety. So he stopped what would have been a first down because Hester had his eyes on that ball.
A little surprised to see Vidor throw on second down, and P&G obviously wasn't because they had it well defended.
3rd down and 10. Fullback gets the ball. He hands it off. Rather, the fullback gets the ball. Just stop right there. That's Jason Carante, number 25. He gets inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. So 5 yards on 3rd down, 4th down, and 5 to go.
So will they go field goal? Doesn't look like it. Haven't seen anybody come in off the sideline, but there's still 20 on the play clock, so plenty of time. I've got to think we're going to see is DeWitt in the game now at quarterback?
Yes.
If he is, I got to think he's going to be the one carrying the ball.
DeWitt's got the ball. Power I formation for Vidor. He keeps it. Runs to the right side, dives, gets the first down at the 3-yard line.
It's that play has consistently been successful, although most of the time going to his left. This time he went right, P&G, and you've got to honor the inside guy on the fake. And he got outside, looked for a minute like he might score. 1st and goal for Vidor as the Pirates continue to make it interesting here.
Elijah Jones runs down DeWitt from behind. So we've got 1st and goal from the 3-yard line. Back to the T formation. Quarterback gets the ball. He dives forward. I think his knee hit before he crossed. And that's what the referees are saying. Both side judges coming in saying the ball is inside the 1-yard line.
Yeah, it's well inside the 1. He can't be more than about 6 or 8 inches away.
And again, you see the Indian defense caving in on that fullback. Again, that fake being carried out.
Tell you, from here in our angle, it looked like that he did the ball on the line.
DeWitt under center, motion there. He hands off to the fullback who dives in. As soon as he crosses the line, it's a touchdown.
Yeah, right. The ball got loose when he hit. I think it popped out, but he crossed the plane. Should be a touchdown.
Jason Carante, number 25, running as the fullback, and you can watch him here. He's got his left arm up. He's ready to get that ball. He just leaps.
He's in right there.
That's 14 jump is what they called that in the old days. Your job is to get above all those guys playing low. Carante scores from 1. Now the all-important point after kick is good.
Another Carante. How many Carantes do they have on this team?
Well, there are 3 on the roster, and their numbers 23, 24, 25. Maverick, Bridger, and Jaron. Or Jaron, maybe how it's pronounced. Jaron gets the touchdown.
And if any of them are anywhere near as good as Montana, they're going to be pretty good.
You got to admit, you have a lot of respect for a guy who plays middle linebacker and quarterback. On a 5A team.
That's 1950s and 60s kind of stuff.
That's Kenneth Hall at Sugar Land or something like that. Of course, Hall was a tailback, you're right. Touchdown, 14-14, just what you want to see.
depends on who you are, Charlie.
I'm a fan.
I said,
I'm a fan of
I want
football.
to see a good game. I agree. But
well, it's like so many games have been this season. It comes down to the last play, last guy hold. When coaches do chalk talk, the last guy with the chalk wins because my defense will beat your offense.
That is pretty amazing how many games this year have come down to the very last play of the game. That happens a lot in the NFL because of field goal kickers, but in high school, you don't see that many games that are decided on the very last play. Two double overtimes. It's pretty amazing stuff.
Garrett Healy kicking off for Vidor. This one taken at the 24-yard line. And that's a great little run. Cole Gerard, number 26, he likes to return kickoffs. That seems to be his specialty. He gets out to the 45-yard line. P&G will start off 1st and 10. Maybe the 48-yard line, okay.
Well, another fine return from Gerard. Once again, the Indians will start from very favorable field position.
Nice twist move here by Gerard to get free. Working for a few extra yards. Adam Morse hands it off to Halfin. Halfin gets into the secondary. Halfin tackled at the 26-yard line. Brad Halfin, the senior, putting on a show tonight.
And he's already closing in on 100 yards for the night.
P&G in their hurry-up offense after the sticks are set. They are ready. Halfin now at right halfback, 2 receivers to the right, McZill to the left. Morse rolls out. He's got a guy in the deep set. He can't get to him. Morse couldn't see him as he was rolling out. Caleb Sparks was in the end zone waving his hand. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Morse didn't have anybody. Wisely just pulled it back down.
The way things are working for the Indians right now, no sense throwing anything down there.
Don't take a chance.
No Romo-esque moves here. Cannell McZill has company now on the left-hand side. Halfin comes in to block. They throw it to Sullivan, and that's going to be pass interference on the defense this time. 2 flags come tossed in as the defender came across Sullivan before the ball did.
So that's going to be first down for the Indians. 2 officials saw it that way, so it's kind of hard to dispute.
Pass interference against the defense, so 15 yards will be marked off from the 25. It'll be 1st and goal. And the side judge is saying, I just need a down box. It's 1st and goal from the 10. See if we can catch the interference here. You can see Sullivan going down.
The thing I caught off the replay was what an excellent block Halfin had to keep Morse from getting blindsided.
Halfin at pistol back. Gets the ball from Morse. Cuts back, touchdown. Brant Halfin scores from 10 yards out. Second touchdown of the night.
And that puts Halfin up to 96 yards, 7 carries for 96 yards and 2 touchdowns for Brant Halfin. So there were times I think that he thought he'd been forgotten in the offense. Well, they hadn't forgotten him tonight. He's getting a lot of action.
Brant Dykes coming out to set up the point after from the hold of Adam Morse. These point afters very crucial during this entire season. Dykes' kick is up and good.
No good.
No good.
Nope.
Whoa.
Wide right.
20-14. Did I jinx him when I said that? About all the points being important? Missing it to the right. There wasn't that much pressure on him, no more than normal.
That ball may have been deflected. This kid may have deflected
That's
the ball.
number 5 there, Colby Humble, right cornerback. He may have gotten his. Can we see that
Let's
again?
see that
Truck?
again if we can. Yeah, I saw him coming. I just didn't realize. But on that replay, let's watch him now coming from the top of the screen.
Yeah, he
I think he did. The way the ball reacted, I think he did get a hand on it.
We need to count the fingers on his right hand because those things come off hot. 20-14. Lining up the kickoff now, Brant Dykes, who just missed a point after kick. That's the first one I've seen him miss all year, I believe.
Well, I really believe it was rerouted, so it's hard to blame that on him.
Vidor in the traditional 5-2-2-2 setup, anticipating that type of shot right there. Fair catch called at the 34-yard line.
Boy, I don't believe he ever got his arm above his shoulder pads.
That was real quick, wasn't it?
They did accept it as a fair catch.
So Vidor's got 9 minutes left, 9:21 left in the first half, and it'd be perfectly okay with the Pirates to burn 9:21 and go down and score a touchdown.
I think they'd love to do it. Check that sideline action out. Vidor already 103 yards rushing. Of course, that just puts him 7 yards ahead of Brant Halford.
Dykes keeps it, pitches it over to
nice defensive play.
Lekelk. He never got a chance to get going that
best
time.
Defensive play of the night for PNG. Number 23 coming up, Logan Lejeune. Read it perfectly.
And Lekelk gets up limping again, number 3 for Vidor.
He was limping when the play started. If you watched him come out of his stance, he was limping, and I noticed him limping earlier.
Let's watch here on the replay.
See how he's limping when he comes out of his stance?
Yeah, he really didn't have a chance. Timeout is called. Let's see what the referees are marking timeouts. Now they're saying roll the clock. Okay, so I'm totally confused. The guy on the ball was saying timeout, and the other one was saying roll the clock.
Yeah, and I just now started rolling.
Okay. Well, we're in our last game, State of Perfection right now, I believe. Everybody remembers their games.
Nothing doing again, so just kind of a repeat of 2 series ago where PNG really throttled them.
Quarterback or fullback Jerron Ferrante.
Christian Langston among the group of Indians around the ball, making a play.
It's 3rd down and 15 to go for Vidor. Their first pass was an incompletion down on the goal line.
Again, not a good situation. When you get behind, as they say, behind the chains, it is not a good situation for Vidor.
Tailback gets the ball. He pushes forward for 3 yards. But that's not going to be anywhere close to what Vidor needed. It brings up 4th down, and they will be forced to punt.
Didn't fool number 34, Ben Ramirez here. Watch Ramirez come over, take the ball carrier head on.
Geth Simmons, number 2. So Vidor, their second punt of the first half.
Last time Vidor punted, they were helped out 2 plays later by a PNG turnover.
Does a running punt over to the side taken by Caleb Sparks. He does a fair catch at the 40-yard line. So Caleb Sparks, the senior, the leading receiver in the district going into tonight's game. Gives Port Neches-Groves the ball 1st and 10 with 6:59 left in the first half.
So Vidor has their defense obviously concerned with PNG's throwing game. And it's opened some running lanes. That and some good blocking has opened some running lanes for Brant Halfin, who is about to go over 100 yards.
Cody Cropper takes the pitch, comes around in motion, runs the sweep to the far side of the field, tackled after 4 yards.
Andy Laughlin shut that down for Vidor, number 44. You see him there with his back to us. Well, there was a good block there.
Yes, it was.
That was Halfin. Tell you what, Halfin he's obviously more to ball carrier. That's 2 really good blocks I've seen him make tonight.
Hands off to Halfin. He goes up the middle, follows his blocks beautifully, gets the first down into Pirate territory at the 45.
And that one will put him over 100 yards for the night.
First down for the Indians. Ball at the Pirate 45.
Got a nice block from a pulling guard there for PNG, number 77, Taylor Smith.
2 receivers to the right-hand side. Morse rolls to his right. Another good block by Halfin. He throws it to Sullivan, who was on his knee when he caught the ball for a 4-yard gain.
This PNG offense throws a lot at a defense. There's a lot to consider when you're trying to defend these guys.
Throwing zone there to Sullivan, just a little bit low. Sullivan unable to make a move after catching the ball. Play clock's at 13 seconds as the signals are signaled in, wigwagged in. 2 receivers to the far side of the field, the wide side. The handoff to Halfin. He's going to follow the block up the middle into the secondary, tackled at the 33 for a first down.
Looks like Brant Halfin is going to put up some really big numbers tonight for the Indians.
Indians with a 6-point lead, missed their point after attempt on the previous touchdown.
Give a little credit here to Blake Lane for leading the interference for Halfin on that play.
3 receivers to the right, 2 to the left, empty backfield for Morse. Quick screen over to Sullivan, number 8, pushes the pile to the 25-yard line. 7 yards on first down. Sullivan just turned his back there and just kept his feet moving. There's the young man saying, ooh, that hurt. Halfin behind Morse now. Handoff. Halfin's just looking to follow his blockers and get that first down. He's going to be just short. 3rd down and about 1 to go.
That 2 yards is going to put Halfin up to 117 on the night. 117 and 2 touchdowns.
Quick snap. Morse keeps it, rolls to his left. First down, gets to the 12-yard line. Adam Morse following the block of Blake Halfin in the left side of the PNG offensive line.
Officials say roll the clock. We just went inside of 4 minutes.
First and goal.
Free
Morse
play.
looks. It's up in the air. Knocked away. Knocked away at the very last minute from McZeal. Good play there by Colby Humble, right cornerback.
It didn't really look like Morse really zipped the ball. It just looked like he was maybe kind of lobbed it up. McZeal could out jump the defender, but I think that the speed of the lack of speed on the ball maybe gave the defender a chance to make a play.
Halfin at pistol back. He gets the ball around right tackle. Halfin moves laterally. He's tackled at the 9-yard line. Short gain. It brings up 3rd down. Halfin just has to bounce outside here. Linebackers came up quickly.
Good play there by Maverick Karate.
Indians need to get to the 3-yard line to maintain possession. Fakes the handoff, air ball. Sparks knocked away at the last moment. Another good play made over there by Colby Humble.
Colby Humble jumping with Sparks, breaking it up at the last second. And we'll see if we're probably going to get a field goal attempt now, since it is a 1-score game, and a field goal would extend the lead to 9.
That's a good play there by the defender. 2 pass plays in his direction where he's isolated. Let's take a look at the field goal. Looks like it went through, and the refs agree. So number 14, Brant Dykes, gets the field goal to make it 23-14 with 3:15 left in the first half. That's a good way to do it there for the Indians. The Indian faithful happy with that. Of course, the crowd rather full here at the reservation. Anytime you have a home game, there's a lot of purple on this side. And Vidor, a very good turnout tonight for them as well, as their young team is looking to rebuild. And, you know, Texas football knew that Vidor was going to be having a tough year this year with the sophomores and underclassmen leading the way. They did not pick them to advance in this particular season, but it's kind of interesting from my part. I like to go back and see how the predictions, preseason predictions go. And Texas football had Needle, Port Neches, Beaumont Central, all 3 of those 1, 2, 3 in their preseason ranking, with Baytown, Goose Creek Memorial, and Beaumont Ozan the next 2. So they did it exactly right,
yep.
Except that they didn't figure Ozan would upset Goose Creek Memorial last night.
Went right to the wire in Baytown. Now, of course, Vidor had a hand in that because they beat Goose Creek Memorial earlier in the year.
49-48. And, well, you can imagine that kind of shootout with a couple of Russian teams set up. Dykes kick. Fair catch taken at the 26-yard line.
So Vidor very much in this game, 3:15 left in the second quarter, but if they're going to stay in it, you would think they need to make something happen on this possession, or at the very least, use up all the rest of the clock, keep P&G from getting the ball back. I believe Vidor will get the ball to start the third quarter, so if they can either get points, certainly that's objective number 1, but if not that, make a couple of first downs and eat up the rest of the clock.
Jet sweep. Vidor halfback takes it across the 31-yard line. That's number 27, Trevor Duff, coming over from the right wingback position. Watch here on the replay. DeWitt just turns around, hands it to him. Everybody's blocking out there for him. Lineman trying to get a leg.
His lead blocker didn't get his blocker. It might have been more.
And there's a train coming that way. That's close to a first down. I think he got it.
You know, when you see all those guys pulling and everybody coming like that, Charlie, way back when the football that I was around, they used to call that student body right, student body left.
Yep. Yeah, two backs coming out there. It's power football, and that's what the wing tee is designed to do. You got a double team at the attack and at least one running back leading the way through the hole. And whoever the linebacker is has got to take him on. Wow.
Oh, the left guard.
Oh, rats.
Flinched.
They got the 5 yards
yep.
Penalty. They got the first down on the previous play, but now they're giving back 5 of it. 2:19 left.
You know, it didn't look like the guy jumped. It looked like he was uncomfortable or off balance or something in his stance. It looked like he kind of reset.
Vidor with their gray uniforms, black numbers. Good looking shot there, good tight shot of the huddle.
So for the third time tonight, Vidor put itself behind the chains with a penalty.
And there's another one. Another illegal procedure is it looked like the fullback moved about a half count too early, and Vidor better be careful here. They're going to hand the ball back to P&G with a minute left, and that's all the Indians need.
Yeah, well, another penalty, and Jeff Matthews is going to be far enough out there to take the handoff himself.
It must have just been a half count or something that somebody jumped.
It looked like they had a pass play called there, and I just wouldn't think they'd want to throw passes right now. They're 1st and 20. They don't pass well. They're under 2 minutes. They need to at least force P&G to use their timeouts, I think.
Fullback gets the ball across the 30-yard line. That's 3 yards on 1st down, and P&G burns a timeout.
Yep, had to think that. Ben Ramirez getting the hit for the Indians. So, and they will probably use, I guess they have 2 left. I would think they'll use them on the next 2 plays. And if they do that, they'll have probably a minute and a half when they get the ball back. The 2 penalties just so costly for Vidor. Without that, they probably are able to run the clock out here.
Back-to-back penalties. And, you know, when you look at P&G's passing attack, and I'm amazed at what Adam Morris has done this year with going into this game over 2,400 yards, only 12 interceptions, 26 touchdowns. That's just amazing to me, that much through the air. And, of course, looking to add to it tonight, trying to get up to Dustin Long's numbers back in 1999 when Port Neches-Groves went all the way to the state championship. 2nd down, 17 to go for Vidor. Staying in the wing tee.
And we did that state championship game on the Port Arthur News Friday Night Experience, Charlie, from the Astrodome.
Cross handoff, trying to get it to the tailback. He's stuffed at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, so it's 3rd down, 17, and Port Neches-Groves burns their 2nd timeout.
Tell you that run that P&G made to the state final, we're going to get another look here. Nothing much happening offensively for Vidor. P&G stacked in tight, just nowhere to go. But that run, and I think, and Jim Barton was working with me at that time doing the play-by-play. Really a fun deal to watch P&G. They had a tremendous game. This is a replay. Had a tremendous game in the semifinals at Kyle Field in College Station. Dustin Long took P&G on a long drive in the final 3 or 4 minutes of the game, and they scored the winning touchdown with less than a minute to go. Or a little over a minute to go, I guess.
And when you get to a game like that, it all comes down to a single drive, a little bit of luck. You know, sometimes a ball bouncing the right way as opposed to the wrong way. Coaches like to put their guys into position. There's a P&G was trying to shift at the moment the ball was snapped. Looked like they knew what the play was going to be, but they couldn't get over there quick enough. Vidor gains 8 yards. It'll be 4th down and 9 to go, and the Indians burn their last timeout.
So P&G's going to have, time, probably a minute and 25. They're going to have plenty of time because this offense can, they can run a 2-minute offense. They can take the ball down the field in the blink of an eye. So Vidor has gotten themselves in a position they really didn't want. I think they would love to go in only 9 down at the half, knowing they're going to get the ball coming out of the locker room. But it's a whole different deal if they go in at down 30-14.
3rd punt of the first half for Vidor.
Great turnout here at P&G tonight, as you can see. And these folks will be on the road as long as the Indians are still playing.
Good snap. He takes a straight right and just lets it fly. It's going to drop at the 26-yard line. Taken there by Cole Gerard, number 26. He's tackled at the 29. Port Neches-Groves has a minute 19 to make some hay.
No timeouts, but plenty of time for the Indians.
And watching Cole Gerard return punts and kickoffs, I'm not too sure I'd want to throw it to him. You can see here, P&G was going to try and shift over there. It's one of the previous plays. Okay, 3 receivers to the left-hand side. Halpin next to Morse. Looking for single coverage. It goes over to Sullivan. He steps out of bounds at the 49-yard line. Single coverage on the backside with 3 receivers set on the far side.
So good start. First down out near midfield. Still 1:15 left.
This is a good tabletop exercise for the Indians. Halpin at halfback now. Morse throws it. Deep out pattern through the hands of Cason Sullivan. Junior wide receiver couldn't bring it down. Clock stops at 1:11.
Vidor trying to get a little pressure, rushing 5 here.
3 receivers now to the left. Sullivan by himself on the right. Morse rolls to his left. Throws the out pattern to Sparks. He's hit in bounds. And the referee says run that clock.
Sure looked like he got out, but I think the official ruling forward progress down in bounds.
3rd down and 7 to go.
Let's watch again. See right there, they're saying the play's over when he's going backward.
Morse rolls to his right, hits Cason Sullivan on a deep out, or not a deep out, but a shallow out at the 46-yard line of Vidor. It's going to be 4th down and 5 to go.
Don't think there's any question that they'll be going for this. And it's good hands, nice catch, but not the kind of yardage P&G wanting to make. They're still, well,
see what referee's coming. He talked to Jeff Matthews on the far side, and now he's coming over to the near side. The clock stopped at 42 seconds with the step out of bounds.
I think he's signaling. Is that an ineligible receiver? I didn't see a flag.
I still don't.
But it looked like he was tapping the head, which is.
Let's see what the call. Yeah, I think there's a flag over there at on the Vidor sideline. The referee's going to take their time and make sure they understand. Jeff Matthews is just looking at everything, and I think he's going to take the play and make them go to 4th down.
If it's not a loss of down penalty, I think I would make them go to 4th down. That's what it is, ineligible receiver, and it's going to be declined.
So 4th down from the Vidor 46-yard line. And P&G, again, I'd say roll the dice here. Make your throw.
Well, I think this shows they're not really worried about Vidor's offense being able to negotiate that much yardage in what would be probably 35 seconds.
Referees are communicating by hand now. They're just yelling at each other, trying to get everything straight. But
if this was P&G against Central, I really don't think they would go for this in this situation with the time left. But against Vidor, I think you just don't worry about them moving that fast offensively.
4th down, they get the down box straight. They need to get to the 41-yard line to maintain possession. Morse in the shotgun, rolls to his left. Pressure, ball hits the ground, ball goes over to Vidor.
And that was the pressure coming off the right defensive side for Vidor. Got to give these Vidor kids credit with nothing on the line really for them. They have come in here and withstood some blows.
Halpin missed the block on that time.
Missed the block, that's right. He did. That's a rare miss for him. So what can Vidor dial up here? You almost got to think they're going to have to throw the ball now. They got 54 yards to negotiate in 38 seconds. Although they could probably, I think if they could negotiate, and I don't know how strong their kicker is, I think they'd probably like to get 3 out of this.
Rolling out. Throws it up in the air.
That's
going to be
grabs.
There's at least one flag thrown. There's the second flag. That ought to be offensive pass interference, as DeWitt was under extreme pressure, and he's very slow getting up back at the 29-yard line. In fact, he's just now getting up.
And that throw's probably why Vidor doesn't throw much. That was really up for grabs.
Referee has the call. We'll need to see the replay in just a second. Pass interference against the offense, so that was definitely a good play from the offensive receiver standpoint because he basically tackled the defender. Let's watch what happens to DeWitt, and he gets piled.
Ill-advised throw here. Into double coverage. So now I would expect to see Vidor now run the clock out. They're backed up to 1st and 20. They're 61 yards away, 71 yards away. So this is just take a knee, run a option, whatever, and go to the locker room feeling pretty good that you've hung in at 23-14 against a very explosive Port Neches-Groves team. That is a big defensive stop for Vidor just before the half.
Hand off to the fullback, gets it up to the 34-yard line, does Jaron Carante.
And that should do it for the first half. No reason I would think that Vidor will rush to get off another play.
Jeff Matthews has Dakota DeWitt over talking to him, and again,
boy, that was a good stick.
Yes, it was.
That's number 34 for the Indians, delivering a real blow there, Ben Ramirez.
And that's what Vidor's going to do. They're going to walk in. So 23-14, Indians over the Pirates, your halftime score. The Port Arthur News Friday night experience. Having fun, our last game of the regular season. We'll be back in just a moment.
I discovered Lamar University.
I looked at all types of schools.
Big ones, small ones,
Ivy League and private.
Then I found Lamar.
Bistro-style dining.
Private bedrooms.
Close to home.
15 NCAA Division I sports.
World-class professors.
Who actually know my name.
Undergraduate, master's,
and doctoral degrees.
Lamar University. Visit us online at beacardinal.com.
Cars are as unique as the people who purchase them. And when picking one, every detail counts, right down to the stitching on the seats. So why should picking a car loan be any different? Whether it's a low rate or a low payment you're looking for, at Do Good, we customize loans to fit your needs. And we'll make sure your lending experience is everything you want it to be. Easy, convenient, and hassle-free. At Do Good, you'll love your car loan as much as you love your car.
Great hunt today, Dad.
Thanks, son.
For more than 15 years, I've helped clients nationwide make solid decisions about investing in gold so they can enjoy what's most important.
Discover the best options for you and your family by calling 866-UCB-GUIDE to receive our award-winning Gold Guide free. 866-UCB-GUIDE, 866-822-4843.
Now is the time to learn about gold, so you have time to enjoy what's most important.
This is the first vehicle I bought from JK Chevrolet. My salesperson was very friendly. There was no pressure. She was very patient, showed me several different models. Here at JK, I felt very comfortable, very relaxed. It was a very enjoyable experience. I already had a note in mind and an interest rate that
I'm registered for college.
Me too, and for the same classes, and I'm saving $2,000 a semester at Lamar Port Arthur. Then I graduate and transfer if I want.
Really? You can do that?
You bet. What are you paying for your education?
Quality instruction, great savings, and courses transfer. It's the Texas Common Course Law. Don't wait any longer to begin your education while saving.
I chose Lamar State College Port Arthur.
When you think you may be having a stroke, remember to act fast. If you experience facial droop, if your arms are weak and your speech is off, then time is of the essence. A lack of blood flow to the brain can cause loss of functions that may never be recovered. Don't let it get that far. Call 911 immediately. A professional EMS will get you stabilized and make sure the hospital is waiting when you arrive. This tip is brought to you by the Medical Center of Southeast Texas, your certified primary stroke center.
I discovered Lamar University.
Close to home.
A place of my own.
With all the amenities.
Opportunities.
Engineering.
World-class science.
Professors who know my name.
That's what you get with a doctoral research university.
Hands-on research.
Or study abroad.
And it starts right here. Lamar University. Visit us online at beacardinal.com.
Hey, I heard y'all were making flipping loans?
That's right. 5 Points Awesome Loans have everybody flipping out.
I'm ready for my loan now. Watch this.
Wow! I haven't even told you we'll pay off 1% of your loan balance.
Get a new loan or flip an existing loan to 5 Point, and we'll pay off 1% of your new loan balance. 5 Point Credit Union. Money for loans right here at home.
Woohoo! I'm so flippin' happy. Watch this.
No, not necessary. Yeah.
Lamar State College, Port Arthur, or another university? Let's see. Lamar Port Arthur courses transfer anywhere in Texas or the country for that matter. Coursework is the same as anywhere else, and great savings each semester. And it's close to my home and my job. So why am I still thinking about this? I choose Lamar State College, Port Arthur.
Lamar State College, Port Arthur. Change your future. Start here today.
You know, diversification is important and means more than owning different stocks. Hi, I'm Mike Fulgens, president of Universal Coin and Bullion. I've been helping clients nationwide for 15 years diversify with gold. And I want to send you a free copy of our award-winning gold guide to help you choose the best gold options for you.
Get the answers you need about gold. Call us today at 866-UCB-GUIDE. That's 866-822-4843.
I came to JK Chevrolet because I live right here in Port Arthur, because I'm not going to trust anybody else besides JK to service his car. Drove up here on the lot. They had several people came out to meet me, and they were very knowledgeable and very helpful. I've had a bad experience with a couple other dealers, but here at JK Chevrolet, I think I'm going to have a real good experience with these people. Should I decide to buy another vehicle, I will buy from JK Chevrolet.
Our customers say it all. Come see how we can make a difference for you and your family at JK Chevrolet at the airport.
Heart attacks affect men and women equally, and when they strike, denial can be a killer. If you're experiencing pressure, tightness, or an aching sensation in your chest or arms, then you may be having a heart attack. If so, time is of the essence. Do not attempt to drive yourself to the hospital. Call 911 for a professional EMS. They'll get you stabilized and make sure the hospital is waiting when you arrive. This tip is brought to you by the Medical Center of Southeast Texas, your accredited chest pain center.
Have you been thinking about diversifying with gold but don't know how? Hi, I'm Mike Fulgens, president of Universal Coin and Bullion. As an award-winning nationwide dealer, we help clients get the answers they need to discover the beauty, security, and strength of gold in their portfolio.
Call us today at 866-UCB-GUIDE to receive our award-winning gold guide free. That's 866-822-4843.
This is my sixth vehicle that I bought through JK Chevrolet. My friends and family shop here as well. Whenever I arrive at JK and meet the salesperson, there's never any pressure. Very knowledgeable, always there to help out. Kind of feels like a family atmosphere. And he always is able to meet or beat any deal that I've been able to find elsewhere in the area. When I buy my next vehicle, it'll be here at JK Chevrolet.
Our customers say it all. Come see how we can make a difference for you and your family at JK Chevrolet at the airport.
Drum majors are Alexander Poteet and Hannah Hudson. Quotas for the band are Madison Bonds, Bailey Bork, Taylor Frazier, Emily Helms, Caitlin Medley, Madison Marino, Alexis McNeely, and Arena Walden. Band lieutenants are Lorraine Crump, Dylan Mooney, Michaela O'Berry, Krista Porter, and Maria Reddy. First lieutenant is Eva John, and band captain is Taylor Dorn.
that most people don't get, because most people, they go like later in the day and then almost all the stuff, if there's a sale or anything like that, is gone. But if you go there in the morning, you are lucky because all the stuff on the racks are
Neches-Groves and Don Rollins, Director of Fine Arts.
Go Kaylin! Woo!
In the words of legendary announcer Mr. Tip Durham, bonsoir mes amis, laissez le bon temps rouler. It is with particular pleasure and profound pride I present to you the Purple Pride of Fort Neches-Groves Indian Bands and Unionets 2014-2015. Performing groups are under the field direction of Carly Duplan, Holden Lewis, and Courtney Wagner. Please direct your attention to the field as Indian Trollers perform their routine for you. They're performing to We're Not Gonna Take It. Would like to thank the Indian fans for their support throughout the 2014 football season and would like to dedicate their last home performance to their parents and all former Indianettes.
Tell him to come down here and talk to you. Like, I'll just stand right there with you. Well, I need to put my jacket on.
And then directors are Laura Atkins and Alicia Barnett. Help us welcome to the field the Neches-Groves Middle School Band. The future and current Indian band members will combine to perform Happy by Farrell Williams.
Here, speak. And now, the Indigo!
Here we are at starting the second half. Indians ahead of the Pirates 23 to 14. And the Indians didn't have to punt at all in the first half. They had a pretty good half of football, Bob.
Well, they always seem to have a good half offensively. I guess that's not true. They've had a couple of slow first halves, but they did about what we expected them to do tonight. They've gained 252 yards, rushed for 138, passed for 114. Brant Halfin, big first half, 11 carries, 121 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Caleb Sparks, 4 catches for 69 and a touchdown. Adam Morse, 9 of 14 for 114 yards and a touchdown. The X factor has been that Vidor has been able to move the ball, eat up some clock, and hang in the game. It's 23-14. Vidor's going to get the ball to start the second half. Vidor had 127 rushing yards. A real shocker here, no passing yards. So that's 127 total yards. First down's pretty even, 10 for P&G, 8 for Vidor. LaKelt, 12 rushes for 43 for Vidor. So first possession of this quarter, extremely important for Vidor. They have really need to move the ball down and get a score to hang in this thing.
Brant Dykes' kick this time is returned, crossing to the 42-yard line. The Pirates are able to get it over there, and it'll be 1st and 10 from Vidor. Very good field position. They'll take it there anytime.
Whatever happened to kicking the ball off down around the goal line and trying to force somebody to start inside?
Extremely important for Vidor. They have really need to move the ball down and get a score to hang in.
Football on kickoffs.
Bradley Corman taking that ball, and now Dakota DeWitt brings out the offense. There's the pitch to the wingback coming around the left side. He puts his helmet down, gets across the 45, 3 yards on first down. That's Geth Simmons, number 2. The Halen Lechelk has been kind of hobbled, their star running back, the Pirates. Number 2 rusher in the district coming into the game, but he's been favoring a right ankle since the very first play. And so we turned it over to Simmons and DeWitt and any one of the Carantes. They've got 3 of them on the roster. Jaron Carante, the fullback, number 25, ends up with the ball a lot. This time they've got the crossing, and there's a good first down. That's Vidor Pirate football right there. As again, Geth Simmons takes it from left halfback and runs it around the right end, gets the first down.
And he had some daylight here, you're going to see, and I think we'll see a good kick-out block on the corner of the end. He turns it up inside right there. Good.
Great.
Yep, there's your block right there.
Put him on the ground. That's what you want the defender to have happen to him. Nothing like a lead blocker. That creates that alley or the canally, whatever they want to call it at the NFL level. Same play to this side. He fakes it. And Dakota DeWitt, I don't know if he missed a handoff or what, but he was alone over there with 2 purple shirts.
Yeah, you would. A little surprised Peyton Schultz is the guy 41 we're going to see really break the play up. So Vidor in that second and long that we talked about, behind the chains again, something they don't deal with well.
Yeah, their passing attack in the first half non-existent. I think they attempted 2, and one of them was an offensive pass interference. The other one was tipped away by the defender. Dakota DeWitt, he gets the first down. Forget this handing it off to people. I'm just going to keep it and go to the 30.
Well, he's been their most successful ball carrier all night long. I need to get caught up on what he has, but in the first touchdown drive, he was very effective. And this is the play that worked so well for him on that first touchdown drive. 9 for 60. Avery Murdoch prevented even more yardage there for DeWitt. 9 for 60 for the Vidor quarterback.
Crossing pattern coming to the left this time and sniffed out in the backfield by the linebacker. Geth Simmons didn't have any room at all that time.
Ben Ramirez is going to get up here and shut this thing down. And, the thing about this offense that Vidor runs, and you see, is nice ball handling. You've got to be everything's got to work. Although they did lose yardage and then overcome it, but it's just so difficult if you're not gaining yards on every play.
There's that pass play. He's got two guys open, but he waits too long and nobody's open. He has to throw it away. That's one of those cases where you got to throw it as soon as you see it.
Got two receivers within a yard of each other, so something wrong there. And we got a little, maybe an altercation down here on the field. There was some serious jawing going on.
Yes, the receivers came back to the line of scrimmage. The incomplete pass stops the clock at 9:07 left in the third quarter. More importantly for Vidor, it's 3rd down and 11 to go.
And DeWitt limping as he comes back into the huddle. Now, Vidor can look at this as 4-down territory. They ran the play so quick, they weren't set. I thought we'd see a flag come out. They came out, lined up, and ran a play out. There's no question that's illegal procedure.
Side judge coming out to give his opinion to the guy with the white hat. Jeff Matthews ready there to talk to his tight end, Zachary Hester. And are they waving the flag off? Because they're over talking to Matthews right now on the sideline.
Well, they stopped the play. They can't wave the flag off.
And it may be the gentleman in the white hat is telling the coaches to move back over onto the sideline.
Well, and I wish they would do that with some authority, Charlie. I'm tired this year of seeing these coaches out past the hash marks. We've seen too much of it. They've got a coaching box over there they're supposed to be in, and they need to stay in it, and the officials need to enforce it.
Timeout is called by Vidor, so apparently they did avoid the 5-yard penalty by burning a timeout.
Well, the penalty was when the play was run. I mean, I don't want. Wow, let's say really are avoiding a penalty here.
I guess so.
Can we get is there any way we can get a replay on that last play?
Can we get a replay of the illegal procedure? Yeah, let's see what it looks like. As the head referee's over here explaining to Coach Faircloth about it. Coach Faircloth is explaining his position that the play had started. Y'all threw the flag. How can he call timeout?
Unless somebody had timeout before all that mess started.
Well, it's Southeast Texas football. You don't always have it going according to plan. Every once in a while, you're going to have something interesting like this. The last game of the regular season, Fort Neches-Groves already in the playoffs. Vidor with a very young team playing to establish themselves, because next year when these guys get together, the field's going to be a lot more even as far as ability goes, because Vidor's learning a lot. Their rushing offense going into this game racking up over 2,900 yards rushing.
Yeah, they came in as I believe the number 1 rushing offense in the district, averaging 372 rushing yards a game. So this is a very efficient offense for a group of sophomores, and you think these kids have the experience of playing 10 games. You're right. By this time next year, ought to be pretty good.
Dakota DeWitt keeps the ball, bounces forward to the 28-yard line, but it's going to be 4th down and 7 to go from there.
Logan Lejeune turning the play in. He didn't let DeWitt get past him right there. Lejeune just turns him in, then makes the tackle. So 4th down, you got to think Vidor's going 4th and 8, maybe from the 28.
Got to get down inside the 21 to hold on to the ball. Indian faithful, you can hear a rumble going here as they start pounding things. And
2 people in motion, maybe 3. The whole left side of the line.
And that just jumps back to haunt you. I mean, that 5-yard penalty is Vidor's trying to make them jump, trying to make the defense jump.
I'm really surprised how many times we've seen them do that tonight. As much as they run 5 times now, as much as they run this offense, as much time as they practice on this, you would not think they would jump so much.
4th down and 12. Vidor rolls out, straight drop back. Illegal. The pass is tipped away, and we do have a flag on the play. It looks like it will be offensive holding.
There is a flag on the play.
But let's get to the call from the referee. Okay, offensive holding is the call.
So that was the stop that PNG needed, and I would not be surprised now if PNG takes over this game.
8:18 rather, left in the third quarter. Indians ahead by 9 points, looking to hold onto the ball, chew up some clock, and put some points on the board. Brant Halfin, pistol back behind Adam Morse, 2 receivers to the left. Morse hands off to Halfin off of right tackle. He's still going into the secondary, crosses the 45 to the 47-yard line, first down.
So 14 more yards for Brant Halfin. He's working on a really big game tonight. He had 121 yards at the half. That'll put him up to 135.
Good little cutback there, kept his legs going. Ball's on the ground back at live action. Adam Morse is able to pick it up, but that's a 7-yard loss. As Port Neches-Groves in their hurry-up offense didn't even give us a chance to finish that replay, watching a Halfin run. But it looked like the snap got away from Morse, or he ended up with the ball. I know that, recovered it for a 7-yard loss. So it's second down. 3 receivers to the left. Halfin at pistol back.
Riders offside.
Another free play. Throwing to Sullivan.
To run it.
Sullivan catches it at the 19-yard line. On his knees, sliding to catch it. And I hope we've got this one on a replay. This might need to go to ESPN. Kason Sullivan, the junior, a free play, and Adam Morse knows it. He just throws it up in the air.
Watch him go 2 defenders there.
Look at that.
What a nice catch by Sullivan.
He gets about 30 yards on the catch and 9.8 on style from the Soviet judge. Great catch there by Sullivan in traffic.
152 passing tonight for Adam Morse.
Here's that quick little screen pass. This one going to Kenell McZeal. McZeal gets the first down, knocked out of bounds at the 5-yard line.
If Morse throws a touchdown pass, he will move into a tie in the PNG record book for second. There you see McZeal again following his blockers, turning it up. So will they go Halfin down here for his 3rd touchdown of the night, or will Morse throw for it?
Oh, Morris with the ball. Touchdown.
Easy touchdown. Adam Morse. Well done, and give an assist to Kason Sullivan for his spectacular 38-yard reception to set up the touchdown. Nice play fake by Morse, sucked in the defense. Goes untouched to the end zone.
29-14 the score, with the point after attempts coming up. Brant Dykes runs onto the field, as does the rest of the field goal unit. Now, of course, in the playoffs, you don't want any seepage here on the line. They had some last time. This time I'm waiting for the arms. Yeah, the kick is good. 30-14. I miscalled that one last time. Bob won't let me forget those mistakes. Point after attempt is good. 30-14. This is not the way Jeff Matthews wanted the second half to start.
No, and Vidor, because of the kind of offense they run, we've talked a lot about it tonight. It's not a catch-up offense. It's an offense where if you're even or within a score, or maybe within 10 points, you're okay until it gets really late. But when you get this far behind, you can't throw to catch up. You've got to continue to run. So even if you're having success and eating clock, that's working against you too. So not a good situation for Vidor. They did give us a good first half. Now they're a young team. They haven't had a lot of success, and they're on the road against a much better team, and it could be tough for them the rest of the way tonight now.
Vidor kind of surprised last week by Lumberton losing the game against the Raiders 24-21. Lumberton also in a rebuilding phase, and they've been playing kind of tougher themselves. Coach Larry Haynes has got the Lumberton Raiders going, getting ready for next year. This kick goes straight out of bounds. Didn't even, and again, that goes back to the point you were making. Vidor may very well just take it from there, add 5, and start off at their 38.
I would certainly do that if it was my decision, and I'm on the Vidor sideline.
And, of course, with that, they decide to kick over. 5-yard penalty against the Indians. Jeff Matthews thinks he can do better than the 38, so let's see how he goes. Gabe gets out his calculator. What are the odds of them kicking it out of bounds 2 times in a row? 12%. 12%. I tell you what, Gabe's pretty good at this. And we need one mathematician up here, don't we? Dykes kicks it to the sideline. They let it bounce. It goes out of bounds. The 12% hits. Okay,
hey,
Gabe.
how about that, Gabe?
Hey, okay, we're going to go trifecta now.
What are the odds on 3 times now? Got to be going down.
Well, we may have a new kicker after that one. It's Okay, Jeff Matthews says re-kick it. I can do better than that one. Into 12%.
Staying at 12%.
Oh, Gabe, come on now. Of course, what is it they say about flipping the coin heads and tails? If it comes up tails 50 times in a row on the 51st flip, it's still a 50% chance. But I would personally check the coin. Something's wrong with it.
If you find one that comes up the same way 50 times in a row, let me know. I want it.
We want to see that ball. Okay, Brant Dykes. This time just kicks it down the middle. At the 23-yard line, the wedge is set. Gets out to the 42-yard line. So after all that,
they gain 4 yards.
After all that. Now, of course, we laugh about it, but there are some coaches that, the collisions that occur, especially in the pros, the NFL on those kickoffs, it curdles my blood. You've been down on the sidelines for some of those hits.
It's brutal.
You can see this one here. That's a pretty healthy collision right there between the running back, but some of them helmets shatter. First down and 10 for Vidor. DeWitt on the follow play, the belly play to the left, gets 4 yards, make it 5 yards on first down.
It's just so important for Vidor on first down to get 4 yards anyway. More's better, of course. But if you can get 4 and get in 2nd and 6, you're in pretty good shape.
DeWitt brings in the play from the sideline. The Port Neches-Groves defense, after the first 2 possessions, done a very good job of keeping the Pirates under control. Of course, they're stacking 9-10 in the box right now.
There's so many purple shirts up there, and predictably the play goes nowhere. Yeah, when you can have a tight shot and see that many purple shirts in the camera, then you know it's going to be tough sledding.
Referee keeps turning around to check the clock. It has been stopped for about the last 10 seconds of game time. A few problems here with the clock or the clock operator, one of the two. Third down, 4 to go.
Look at all of them up there. How do you block all? Well, they did, and that's a chance for a big play. And you got that many guys that close to the line of scrimmage, and if you can somehow get past that first wave.
That's what Geth Simmons did. And that's what the wing tee does. If you hit and watch beautiful blocks right there at the point of attack, and Simmons goes through the hole just as the block is thrown. That's the way it's designed.
Was that the quarterback making the key block there?
I believe so.
I just caught a flash of it, but I believe it was. I believe that was number 1 making the key block. And that's the thing about playing in this Vidor offense. Doesn't matter what position you play, you've got to block.
Pitch over to the tailback, Trevor Duff. 2 yards on first down. Number 27 bringing the ball over from the left-hand side, just a pitch, and there's DeWitt going out again.
The lead blocker again.
Chance to dish out some punishment. Dakota DeWitt takes it. 2nd down and 8. Clock is running. We're inside 5.5 minutes of the 3rd quarter. Indians 30, Pirates 14. There's that follow again. DeWitt falls forward, gets 2 yards short of the first down. Gets 2 yards short of the first down. Get the English going there, Charlie. Down to the 27-yard line. Good offensive line push. They just all faded backwards that time.
$78 yards now for DeWitt.
There's the pitch to the tailback. He's got a crease. He's got the first down. Cuts back. 13-yard line. He's wrestled down.
So just when you think Vidor might fade, you think these young kids might just kind of tuck their heads and say, well, we gave it a shot. Let's start thinking about next week, next year, whatever. They keep pounding away.
Geth Simmons, number 2, and I think he's a junior, if I recall right. He was
their quarterback. He was their quarterback last year.
And he may be a senior. He's running very well here. Here's the motion. This time they give it to the fullback. He pushes in, gets to the 1-yard line. Inside the 1. Oh, he thought he had it.
So you got to give it to these kids. They just keep coming at you.
See that one on replay because that time DeWitt had everyone full. Watch it here from the ground level. The fullback's just going to take it. You can see him running right there, puts his head down. I think he scored. But it's number 7, Blake Rowe. Here's the motion. Handoff to Rowe. He jumps. He scores. Blake Rowe.
So pretty good answer for Vidor. They're not done. They'll cut it to 30-20. Chance to get it to back to a 9-point game with 3:59 left in the 3rd.
You know, when I was looking back through the box scores, and there's Blake Rowe jumping up into the air. Rowe, when Vidor beat Goose Creek Memorial, Rowe had 221 yards in that game and 4 touchdowns. So they must have been pounding the middle in that game, but for a fullback to do that.
8 plays, 58 yards on the scoring drive. Vidor's going for 2. Try to get it to a 7-point, try to get it to a 7-point game.
There's the pitch. He dives. He gets it. Wow, now that's how you play T football. Look at him dive forward. Well done there by Geth Simmons. And he had his feet cut out from him at the 3 and levitates. Watch this.
Good block there, though.
There comes the safety. Up in the air.
Vidor playing hard.
Rowe with the touchdown. Simmons with the point after. An 8-point swing. It's now an 8-point deficit, 30-22. Great way to finish out the season with this type of firepower. Now let's see what Port Neches can do.
You know, we've been pretty lucky this year, Charlie. We've had a lot of good football games. Some that went right down to the last play. 2 weeks in a row we had a game go to the last play.
Yeah, in the Bum Phillips Bowl in Mid-County Madness, Port Neches-Groves had a 4th down. Well, I don't think it was 4th down. It may have been 2nd down. Seconds going down from the Needland 13, and Morse took it. Pass was not open. He tucked it, ran, tackled at the 3-yard line. The week before that, or was a week after that, that Central had their game against Nederland, and that came down to Nederland holding from their goal line against Beaumont Central's rushing offense, pounded 2 times up in the middle. Third time tried to go wide, or fourth time tried to go wide. Again, held short just by inches. Just a great season here in 22-5A, and fortunately the Port Arthur News Friday night experience has been able to bring you so many of the good games from this season. We know who the playoff teams are, but again, the excitement of this team brought here by Vidor, by the Vidor Pirates, they're not ducking down to anybody right now. They know that next year is going to be their year. That's what they're looking for. He caught it on the run this time.
Still going.
That's number 25, Cody Cropper. Caught it in the air, and he says, I should have got more.
I tell you, does anybody ever start with the ball inside their own 35 after a kickoff anymore?
We haven't seen it.
That's just.
We haven't seen it. That was actually a fairly deep kickoff. Just happened to catch it in the air. But, you know, in the NFL, you see them routinely kick it out of the end zone, sometimes even through the uprights, but not here in Southeast Texas. They go for the air underneath so the cover team can get down there. Hand off to Halfin. 8 yards on first down.
Halfin on the carry. Back by Andy Laplin.
Looks like Vidor's defensive philosophy is we're not going to let you beat us throwing the ball. Are you patient enough to beat us with the run? And thus far, P&G has been, and that's why Brad Halfin's having a big game. 13 for 144.
Halfin with the ball, stutter steps. He's hit just as he gets the first down at the 48-yard line of the Pirates.
And that'll put Halfin up 14 for 148. He's got a shot at a 200-yard game tonight. Nice job picking his way through, getting the first down.
3 receivers to the left-hand side. Morse turns to the right, and they change the play. Halfin to left halfback now. Here's that quick screen, and good hit there on Caleb Sparks just as he caught the ball.
Well, Sparks could have really gotten racked up there.
And number 8, who I don't have on my Vidor list, comes up and executes a perfect form tackle against Sparks.
May have been a missed tackle, a missed block there that really exposed Caleb Sparks.
Loss of 5, second down and 15 now. 3 receivers to this side, which is the wide side of the field. Again, the audible comes in. They run the quick out to McZeal, and again, number 8 knows how to take out your legs. Just be very careful. Anybody who goes, he's not on the list.
Didn't get in the program.
Don't see him in the program, so mystery number 8 came out of the stands at halftime, perhaps.
Good tackle there. Third and a little more than 10 for the Indians, and they've got to pick this up or give Vidor the ball with a chance to tie the game.
Morse looks down. Almost intercepted.
Wow,
I tell you what,
dangerous.
That was telegraphed by Morse. He turned to look at Sparks the whole time, and Vidor's number 10, Brett Hall, left cornerback, almost stepped in front of it for 6.
That could have been the picks. Could have been a pick 6.
Right there. Wow. 4th down. Fort Neches-Groves is in punt formation. Nope, they're not. My mistake again. Had my head down.
He's gonna step back and punt it.
So I must have read the signals. Quick kick. Vidor does not have anyone
Very
back.
Effective,
Are they going to get it?
Nope, I don't believe they did.
Oh, maybe the second roll. The referee says inside the 1-yard line. That's picture perfect.
Got to see that again to see if one of those guys that tipped it back weren't on the end line. That's where they're going to, regardless. Okay, let's watch this now.
Okay, there's the forward roll. Watch it now. Their feet are in. I think the far guy got it back properly. There's the ball bouncing again. Bouncing, bouncing,
Wow.
bouncing,
That's
bouncing.
crazy. That's
wow. So Vidor at their own -1 yard line. If anybody can do it, a T offense can, though. From the tee, handoff to the fullback. Rowe gets out to the 4-yard line. Again, if anybody can pry it out of there, it's the guys in the tee. This is Jaron Carante, number 25, carrying that ball.
We get a chance, I'd like to see that replay on the punt one more time when we've got a break or something. So we really didn't identify the two players that hustled down them. I was watching their feet.
Power eye that time, running to the left-hand side. Dakota DeWitt gets across the 5-yard line, maybe to the 7. It'll be 3rd down and a long 4 to go.
Okay. Yeah, well, it's a big 3rd down play for Vidor now, because if they have to punt out of here, PNG's probably going to get the ball inside the Vidor 40-yard line. DeWitt, I'm expecting DeWitt keeping the ball. That's been their most dependable play. No.
There's a pitch. There's a pitch to Simmons. He did not get it.
So the down punt inside the 1 pays off for the Indians. Vidor going to be forced to punt from deep in their own territory. Except the punter hadn't come out. No way he's going for this.
He's going to wait for the clock to run down. That's what Jeff Matthews just did. He pointed to the scoreboard. Let's take a look at this fantastic punt.
And credit the kids that made the play here.
So Adam Morse makes the kick out of quick kick formation. And watch the ball pop right there.
We've got Sparks and the other receiver,
McZeal.
I think it's going to be McZeal, who goes up in the air before he hits the line. That is beautiful stuff there.
Send this one to the Texans. This is how you down a ball.
That's a possible 7-point play there by McZeal, because he's setting his team up to get the ball inside the 40-yard line.
Okay, I'm Jeff Matthews now. I'm down 8 points the last game of the year. I'm at my own 13-yard line. What do I have to lose to go for it on 4th down? I've got the T offense. Can I stop PNG from scoring and going up 2 scores again?
Yeah, I just think, Charlie, as long as it's a 1-score game, if it was more than a 1-score game, maybe, and you're not at the 13, you're at the 9 or at the 8. I would be, I'd be shocked if he didn't punt it away. It's as long as it's a 1-score game. But again, if they've got a fake punt, it would just that'd be such a roll of the dice. I just don't think that happened. But PNG's going to get the ball again inside the 40-yard line.
Zachary Hester is the punter. Puts a good end over end. Caleb Sparks is going to take it at his own 48-yard line, and if he can get to the wall, it's there. Sparks tackled at the 24-yard line.
You're right. If they'd have gone for it and failed, they would have only lost 14, 15 yards. So again, this goes back to McZeal downing the punt inside the 1-yard line. Almost think they should reward him by throwing him a pass with a chance to score a touchdown.
Morrison Halfin. Hand off to Halfin. He's following his blockers. Gets across the 20. 5 yards on 1st down. It'll be 2nd down, a short 4 to go. Number 53, Colby Stuber. A little bit slow getting up, playing left guard position.
Yeah, and he pulled and made a block on the play there.
Same play. Halpin following the blockers gets inside the 10-yard line, or close to the 10. They've got a knee down just outside the 10. The referee saying we're going to have a 1st down and 10 from about the 10.1. And off to Halpin. He's stutter steps, touchdown. Halpin, I believe, third touchdown of the evening, scoring from 11 yards out. Halpin does a great job following his blocks that time. He saw a lot of green open up to his right. Watch the cutback. Right there. He sees the alley, shakes hand with the referee, and gets into the end zone. 36-22.
You're right, Charlie. They should have gone for it on fourth down. It didn't take P&G long to get in the end zone. Again, you just got to go back to that play downing the ball inside the 1 yard line.
Watching for the arms. They're good. 37-22. And, you know, we were talking just a few minutes ago about field position and how important it is, and there's a perfect example of it, of kicking it away. And, of course, you got a good roll there on the punt. Quick punt. Nobody's back to defend. Wow. The sponsors of the Port Arthur News Friday Night Experience have put together an 11-game season this year, and we want to thank all of our sponsors for helping us bring the best football of Southeast Texas into your living room every Sunday morning. Lamar State College of Port Arthur, the Medical Center of Southeast Texas, Motiva Enterprises, 5 Point Credit Union, Market Basket, Lamar University Beaumont, Mike Fulgence at Universal Coin and Bullion, Roberts Giblin, DuPont Goodrich Federal Credit Union, the Museum of the Gulf Coast, Ritter Lumber, Donnie Broussard and Pizza Inn, Bubba's Air Conditioning, Kieschnick Industries, Holy Cross Lutheran Church, and IBEW Local 479. Thank you for making the 2014 season a memorable one for these young athletes.
And let me add amen to that. Just so proud of what we've been able to do on the Port Arthur News Friday Night Experience for 20 years.
Kickoff taken at the 30-yard line, and there's a flag thrown in from the side, and that's never good for the return team.
So we're about to dip under 50 here tonight. At least that's what they're showing us, 51 degrees. North-northeast at what, 1 mile an hour?
Not much of a wind tonight, which is, again, good for the players. Penalties being marked off against the offense. Looks like it'll be a 10-yarder. So they pop it on over there. Holding is called against the return team, so the ball will start off at the 27-yard line of the Vidor Pirates. 10:59 left in the game. Indians 37, Pirates 22.
So does Vidor have one more really good drive in their offense?
This time, Dakota DeWitt is unable to get any type of daylight. He faked it to the fullback, and by the time he pulled it out, the linebacker was on him. Again, 9 in the box. Watch the fill right there. Good fill there by number 34.
That's Ramirez, I believe, Ben Ramirez. Yeah, he's had a good night, been very active.
Senior linebacker playing for the Indians. Staying in the tight T formation. Here's the pitch to Geth Simmons. Simmons twists across the 30-yard line to the 32. It'll be third down and 6 yards to go for the Pirates.
See Simmons turn it up in there. Simmons had him pretty solid night tonight. Charlie, going to be interesting to see now if they come to fourth down. They're down 15 points. There's less than 10 minutes to go. And what you're saying earlier really applies, I would think. Why punt it?
Tight T formation. There comes the sweep. Number 27 this time, Trevor Duff takes the ball. He's going to be 2 yards short. Fourth down.
Got to think he's going. It's fourth and short. Fourth and a long 2.
There they're going. They are going for it. The offense stays on the field. Punter stays on the sideline. Fourth down and 2.
I got to think maybe we're going to see the quarterback keep it.
Power I formation. He keeps it, gets
And
the
he got
first
it.
down. Crossing to the 41-yard line. Side judge says he had a knee at the 41, and Vidor maintains possession.
Fresh set of downs. DeWitt adds to his total for the night. He's had him a really solid night running the ball. 87 yards for the Vidor quarterback. Vidor 239 rushing. They're way short of their average. Still a very productive night, but that's all they have is 239 because there are no passing yards to go with it.
He fakes the pitch, throws the pass, and it was off his back foot as he had a defender right in his face as he threw the ball behind his receiver, Zachary Hester, who slipped as he tried to plant to come back for the ball. That naked bootleg has not worked tonight. Cole Robinson right in DeWitt's face. That's one of those cases when Romo throws it to the sideline. He knows this one didn't work. Sometimes you can take him by surprise, but not tonight. 2nd down and 10. Tight T formation again. There goes the pitch to number 27, Trevor Duff, trying to turn the corner. Maybe a yard. It'll be 3rd down.
Yeah, not much. Not much. And that's what, when they throw incomplete on 1st down, it just really puts them off schedule as far as what they're trying to do.
Avery Murdoch, who's playing left cornerback, did a great job of fighting the block off and coming up to make that stop. If you can't get the cornerback off of his feet, the sweep is not going to work. Tight T formation still. Here's the crossing pattern, rolling to his left. No one open. DeWitt tries to force it in, passes incomplete, brings up 4th down.
Defended by Cason Sullivan, who knows a little bit about catching passes.
Reagan Lightfoot was the wide receiver, I believe. He lines up as a tight end here at the near side. He's going to run a deep drag route.
Really surprised to see Vidor throw here. Well, it was close to being a completion.
4th down and 9 to go. Vidor's offense stays on the field. They run up to the line of scrimmage. There's
Ran
the
a quick play, and it's not going to work.
Not anywhere close. Outside linebacker Ben Ramirez comes in to stuff it, and the rest of the Indians come to join. Ball goes over on downs, loss of 2 on the play.
So the two incomplete passes just put Vidor in a really bad spot. PNG will take over here with a chance to slam the door now. Put a punctuation mark on a season. Looks like it's a regular season that looks like it's going to end with a 7-3 record for PNG.
Morse hands off to Halfin. Has his feet taken out from under him at the 38-yard line. That's a 3-yard gain, 2nd down. That looked like that was going further, but
Sure
watch this great play there by the linebacker. Took out the blocker and the running back.
It was Lane Campbell for Vidor.
Audible coming in from the sideline. I don't know if it's an audible, maybe the original play there.
The surprising thing about this game tonight is PNG really hasn't thrown for a lot of yards up to this point. Been content to run the ball for the most part. And Halfin is piling up the yards as he moves toward 200.
Couple of more there, gets to the 35-yard line. 3rd down, 4 to go now.
179 now for Brant Halfin. 166 passing for Adam Morse. That's quite a bit below his season average, but there is time left. There's still over 6 minutes. See if they take a shot at the end zone here.
Halfin, right-hand side. He hits the linebackers, cuts back, and the other side is there.
And this is really kind of uncharacteristic for Brandon Fairclough. They're really kind of conservative, and maybe this is because not wanting to, something you said early, maybe not wanting to show opposing scouts a whole lot.
Reagan Lightfoot was the linebacker that had a hold of Halfin when he tried to cut back. Now 4th down, they're going into the quick kick formation again.
Don't believe they'll kick it. They did kick it. Okay.
Up in the air.
Worked well last time.
And
I guess
that Vidor guy's down there blocking. He could have had that ball run up on his back
off
there.
His foot. It really is. That's about as conservative as I've ever seen Brandon Fairclaw's team.
But again, pins Vidor deep down at their 6-yard line. Another punt after a punt to the 1. Here's a punt to the 6-yard line. .5:32 left in the game. 37-22. Indians over the Pirates. Quarterback
throwing
rolls
out of
to
the
his
end
right.
zone.
And there's a man wide open. We have a completed pass to number 4, Geth Simmons.
Stop the presses. Vidor's completed a pass.
I'm sorry, Lane Campbell. That's number 4.
Out of the end zone yet.
But he's rolling to his right, which is normal for a right-handed passer. That worked that time. Pass from DeWitt to Campbell. Good for the first down at the 16-yard line.
Got to be the full moon, Charlie. We got Brandon Fairclough being conservative and Vidor throwing out of the end zone.
Pitch to Trevor Duff. The tailback can't really get going. He gains 2 yards. Duff's biggest game of the year, 73 yards on 10 carries when Vidor upset Goose Creek Memorial. Inside 5 minutes now. Staying in the tee. Again, a pass. Pressure on the quarterback. He's just going to throw it away. Even the water boy dropped it. Didn't want Vidor to even complete an out-of-bounds pass.
Oh, we got a player down. It does not look good. Well, maybe he's going to. Well,
that's Trey Rambert. He's limping on it. He's hopping off on his left leg, on his right foot, rather.
Bad enough they lost Michael Hughes. They cannot afford to lose another key defensive player.
And that was actually one of the things I thought about putting down as a key of the game for Port Neches-Groves, no injuries. You know, to go through the entire game. The game means nothing in the standings. They're in the playoffs. The playoff seeding has pretty much already been determined as well. It's just win the game and don't have anybody injured. Looking on the sideline, Rembert is favoring his left leg, but is getting a little bit better. Trevor Duff gets 9 yards on 3rd down. So Vidor's going to be facing a 4th down and about 2 to go from the 25-yard line.
And are they going to go? Why not?
Gabe says there's a 12% chance of them converting this. Hand off to the, quarterback kept it. He gets the first down. Again, that follow play that has helped Vidor so much tonight with Dakota DeWitt faking to the fullback, Blake Rowe, and then following the ball, but we have flags on the play, Rats. Flags on the play on the near side. It was a first down, a 3-yard gain on 4th and 1. Let's see what the call is.
Yep, good news there. See number 48 trotting back out on the field for the Indians. So Trey Rembert is okay.
Didn't recognize the signal.
It looked like an illegal shift or something.
Illegal shift is only 5 yards. So it'll bring up 4th down and 6 to go. I wonder what the illegal shift was.
I mean, I think that's what the signal was. But they don't ever shift. I mean, they just line up.
Maybe 2 guys in motion at the same time, or they didn't. Who knows? We'd have to watch the replay.
We're going to see Vidor go for it from their own 19-yard line.
From the tee, there's the pass play. They're dropping back. He just throws it up in the air. It falls incomplete as Zachary Hester could not get to the ball. Goes over on downs.
That was not a 12% play even. That had about a 4% chance of working.
So Port Neches-Groves with 3:28 left in the game takes over at the Vidor 20-yard line. 37-22 your score. Morse and Halfin both in the backfield.
I'm going to think now that I think it'll be pretty much Halfin now. I really would be surprised if they throw it now.
Halfin off of right tackle. Vidor, though, keying on him. Knock him sideways, 1-yard gain.
Tackle number 44, Andy Laughlin.
Again, bleeding the play clock down as much as they can.
So it's going to go under 3 minutes, and we're about at the end of a 20-year run of the Port Arthur News Friday Night Experience.
Halfin. Flag on the play.
Flag down. Charlie, it's been a pleasure working with you. Want to thank Mike Sheffield and all his crew for the tremendous job they've done with us over the years, and it's been a great year this year. I think great camera work. We've had some terrific games, and it's been fun.
Yeah, it has been a true pleasure to work alongside you. I tell you, the encyclopedia of sports knowledge of Southeast Texas. Anything that happened since 1960, what, 2 or 3?
And I'm glad y'all quit tripping me up on those trivia questions.
Yeah.
You hadn't snuck one in on me lately.
We realized that we were having to dredge down into Catfish Pond to try and get you. But Bob West, we thank you for everything you've done. It's been, and like you say, it's been a great run.
All right, bring him in, Charlie.
Morse rolls to his left, throws the ball over to Caleb Sparks. Gets about 15 yards there on that down. So it brings up, I believe, 3rd down now. The Indians will have 6 yards to go to get to the 10-yard line to hold on to it. Morse rolling to his left, a right-handed quarterback throwing across his body, but that's a tight spiral to the leading receiver in the district, Caleb Norris. Sparks. Caleb Norris was an offensive lineman, Gabe, that I coached many years ago. My apologies to the Sparks family. 3rd down and 6 to go for Port Neches-Groves. Hands off to Halfin. He's hit at the 12, upended at the 11. He'll be a yard short of the 1st down. It's now 4th down, and we're under 2 minutes left in the game. Timeout is called now. We'd like to take this final opportunity to thank the sponsors of the Port Arthur News Friday Night Experience: Lamar State College of Port Arthur, the Medical Center of Southeast Texas, IBEW Local 479, Holy Cross Lutheran Church, Motiva Enterprises, 5 Point Credit Union, Kieschnick Industries, Bubba's Air Conditioning, Bonnie Broussard and Pizza Inn, Ritter Lumber, Museum of the Gulf Coast, DuPont Goodrich Federal Credit Union, Robert Giblin, Mike Fulgence at Universal Coin and Bullion, and Lamar University in Beaumont. Thank you, sponsors, for bringing this final year of the Port Arthur News Friday Night Experience, closing out its 20-year run of the best football in Southeast Texas. 4th down, 1 to go. Gabe called it correctly, the 100% mark here. Adam Morse with a keeper following Halfin's block. He's got the 1st down. Morse has the touchdown. Adam Morse scores from 12 yards out to put the icing on the cake for the Indians.
Adam Morse.
43-22 now. Indians, as is their tradition, sets up the swinging gate. If the defense isn't ready for it, they'll throw the ball over there and just run it in. But Morris here following his blockers. Takes it in. Jeff Matthews is talking to one of the referees. Having a discussion over there. Of course, the game clock is not moving. The play clock is not even moving until the referee starts it, and there he just starts it. It's pointed out by Gabe that Adam Morris has more rushing touchdowns than throwing touchdowns. That might be the first time all season, maybe in his career, that that's happened. Kick up from Brant Dykes is good. 44-22 now. Vidor Pirates have 1:46 left in their season. Port Neches-Groves Indians will advance to play against one of the teams from 21-5A. Now, I believe Gabe had talked about it earlier with Bob, Houston C.E. King, Dayton Crosby. All three of those are in the playoffs from 21-5A. And tonight, which is, of course, Friday night, November 7th, Barbers Hill and Kingwood Park are playing. The winner of that game gets in. In 22-5A, the four playoff teams have been set: Beaumont Central, Port Neches-Groves, Nederland, and Beaumont Ozant, who snuck in by defeating Baytown Goose Creek in a Thursday night game last night. So by the time you watch this on Sunday morning on the Time Warner Sports Cable channel, you will know what the seedings are. It has been an exciting year in Southeast Texas football. We've gotten to watch a lot of games here, especially those of 22-5A as they get into the district play. We saw Port Arthur Memorial play. We saw Beaumont Westbrook play, and of course all those great games involving Nederland as they ran up 29 straight district wins before falling to Baytown Goose Creek Memorial last week. Dyke set for the kickoff. Angled kick going to the 30-yard line, taken there by number 22, that's Bradley Corman. Corman goes left, goes right, and ends up being tackled at the 34-yard line. Vidor had a lot of trouble whenever they had to get away from their normal rushing offense. The leading rushing team in the district was forced to pass by the Port Neches-Groves defense. They stuffed 9, sometimes it looked like 10 players in the box. You know, tackler end to end, 4 yards deep, 5 yards deep. Everybody was angling in. Like you see here, there's 9 in the box right there. DeWitt completes a pass to the 45-yard line. That's a first down to Trevor Duff as the Indians pile all over him, but that's after he made the reception. An 11-yard pass play. A great little touch pass there from the junior Dakota DeWitt to Trevor Duff right there on the fingertips. As soon as Duff got it, he knew he was going to be hit. And there's a meeting of the Indian secondary. Back to the live play, Lane Campbell with the ball.
That's a hold by number 50, Alex Steele.
No gain on the play, right? Quickly back in. T formation, snap is fumbled. Snap is fumbled. The Indians say they have it. Let's see what the referee says. The referee is not indicated yet.
Covered by the
and Vidor maintains possession. We're under a minute now in the season for the Vidor Pirates. And we get word now that Port Neches-Groves will be playing the Dayton Broncos. Another pass. This one goes again to Trevor Duff. He leaves the ball on the ground. It is picked up by Port Neches-Groves. Richie Drotti, senior linebacker, number 35, picks up the ball. And that's the way for a senior to go out. But the pass play from Dakota DeWitt, again, a great little touch pass to Trevor Duff. While Duff's running with the ball, you can see it here when he's running with the ball, he has the ball popped loose. And there it is, picked up by number 35, Richie Drotti.
If you're interested in watching some good football, the reservation has the Super Bowl this coming Sunday.
34 seconds left in the game. Port Neches-Groves, they go into their victory formation. Caleb Sparks, 20 yards deep. Shotgun snap will go to Adam Morse. He puts his knee down. We're at 30 seconds. Play clock resets at 40, and that is the ball game. As the score clock counts down from 10 seconds, 44-22 your score. Jeff Matthews shakes hands with everybody. The Vidor Pirates will definitely be back next year. He comes over to shake hands with Port Neches-Groves head coach Brian Faircloth. And that's the ball game, 44-22. Port Neches-Groves will play Dayton in the first round of the playoffs. And the Vidor Pirates will begin planning for next year.
You know, diversification is important and means more than owning different stocks. Hi, I'm Mike Fulgens, president of Universal Coin and Bullion. I've been helping clients nationwide for 15 years diversify with gold. And I want to send you a free copy of our award-winning gold guide to help you choose the best gold options for you.
Get the answers you need about gold. Call us today at 866-UCB-GUIDE. That's 866-822-4843.
Hey, I heard y'all were making flipping loans?
That's right. 5 Points Awesome Loans have everybody flipping out.
I'm ready for my loan now. Watch this.
Wow. I haven't even told you we'll pay off 1% of your loan balance.
Get a new loan or flip an existing loan to 5 Point, and we'll pay off 1% of your new loan balance. 5 Point Credit Union. Money for loans right here at home.
Woohoo! I'm so flippin' happy. Watch this.
No, not necessary. Yeah.
Lamar State College, Port Arthur, or another university? Let's see. Lamar Port Arthur courses transfer anywhere in Texas or the country for that matter. Coursework is the same as anywhere else, and great savings each semester. And it's close to my home and my job. So why am I still thinking about this? I choose Lamar State College, Port Arthur.
Lamar State College, Port Arthur. Change your future. Start here today.
Heart attacks affect men and women equally, and when they strike, denial can be a killer. If you're experiencing pressure, tightness, or an aching sensation in your chest or arms, then you may be having a heart attack. If so, time is of the essence. Do not attempt to drive yourself to the hospital. Call 911 for a professional EMS. They'll get you stabilized and make sure the hospital is waiting when you arrive. This tip is brought to you by the Medical Center of Southeast Texas, your accredited chest pain center.
I discovered Lamar University.
Close to home.
A place of my own.
With all the amenities.
Opportunities.
Engineering.
World-class science.
Professors who know my name.
That's what you get with a doctoral research university.
Hands-on research.
Or study abroad.
And it starts right here. Lamar University. Visit us online at beacardinal.com.
Have you been thinking about diversifying with gold but don't know how? Hi, I'm Mike Fulgens, President of Universal Coin and Bullion. As an award-winning nationwide dealer, we help clients get the answers they need to discover the beauty, security, and strength of gold in their portfolio.
Call us today at 866-UCB-GUIDE to receive our award-winning Gold Guide free. That's 866-822-4843.
Cars are as unique as the people who purchase them. And when picking one, every detail counts, right down to the stitching on the seats. So why should picking a car loan be any different? Whether it's a low rate or a low payment you're looking for, at Do Good we customize loans to fit your needs. And we'll make sure your lending experience is everything you want it to be. Easy, convenient, and hassle-free. At Do Good, you'll love your car loan as much as you love your car.
I'm registered for college.
Me too, and for the same classes, and I'm saving $2,000 a semester at Lamar Port Arthur. Then I graduate and transfer if I want.
Really? You can do that?
You bet. What are you paying for your education?
Quality instruction, great savings, and courses transfer. It's the Texas Common Course Law. Don't wait any longer to begin your education while saving.
I chose Lamar State College Port Arthur.
When you think you may be having a stroke, remember to act fast. If you experience facial droop, if your arms are weak and your speech is off, then time is of the essence. A lack of blood flow to the brain can cause loss of functions that may never be recovered. Don't let it get that far. Call 911 immediately. A professional EMS will get you stabilized and make sure the hospital is waiting when you arrive. This tip is brought to you by the Medical Center of Southeast Texas, your certified primary stroke center.
I discovered Lamar University.
I looked at all types of schools.
Big ones, small ones,
Ivy League and private.
Then I found Lamar.
Bistro-style dining.
Private bedrooms.
Close to home.
15 NCAA Division I sports.
World-class professors.
Who actually know my name.
Undergraduate, master's,
and doctoral degrees.
Lamar University. Visit us online at beacardinal.com.
Great hunt today, Dad.
Thanks, son.
For more than 15 years, I've helped clients nationwide make solid decisions about investing in gold so they can enjoy what's most important.
Discover the best options for you and your family by calling 866-UCB-GUIDE to receive our award-winning Gold Guide free. 866-UCB-GUIDE, 866-822-4843.
Now is the time to learn about gold, so you have time to enjoy what's most important.
I brought about 7 vehicles from JK. I met my sales representative. She went outside and showed us all the features on the vehicles. She made me feel real comfortable because she was real knowledgeable. I met the finance rep. She got me a good interest rate, a good monthly note, and I was real happy with it. If I buy another vehicle, I'll purchase it from JK Chevrolet.
Our customers say it all. Come see how we can make a difference for you and your family at JK Chevrolet at the airport.